Now it is.
Now you can hear
Joke's
us.
on you, Steven.
Hello.
Re-intro
everybody.
me.
Welcome.
Live.
It's live. Yeah, live production. So I'm going to give this intro pretty much every time these videos are live. So this is a live recording, but it's really a live recording session. This is the stuff that we would normally not record in the past 16 years of our company history doing content.
You know what? It's a shame, too.
Yeah.
It would actually be, if we could go back to, as an example, like when we did the spoilers tutorial in my old apartment, it would be so awesome to actually get to witness.
It'd be about 20 hours of footage.
Like right now, when I look at a video from a year or two ago, it's like mildly embarrassing.
Yeah.
But 15 years from now, I don't think it'll be embarrassing anymore. I'd be like, man, look.
No. We had the benefit of youth. We'll look back and say, look at how young and
Lord.
capable we are.
That's what this is.
So this is a live recording session. So you're probably, if you're watching this back on YouTube, this is not the finished product, is what we mean to say. This is just an opportunity to hang out live. And if you like the rawness of seeing these things unpolished, without the pops and without the assets and the production,
Unedited,
no
uncut.
cuts, no edits, etc., then this is the place for you. Otherwise, you can wait for those videos that will spit out of this one. Notably today, I am going to see Outsiders for the first time. I have been extremely good. I have not seen any cards in this set aside from the Codex of Frailty, which I know is like the fancy card. I've seen some pictures of that. I couldn't really avoid
Also
that.
Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind, of course. I've seen that.
Our promo.
I know that it's Ranger, Assassin, and the other one, and Ninja. And aside from that, truly no idea what's in this baby.
32% of the player base is dead right now.
So we're gonna be opening Outsiders. I'm gonna get the actual experience of opening packs and having no idea what's inside of them, which I'm jacked about.
You have returned to our childhood.
Yes.
And I'm envious and also recognize that it's almost like when I see someone with a six-pack. It's like,
Well, that also is relevant.
I'm
to me.
envious that they have a six-pack, but also know I will never get there. So it's so cool to be able to get to witness you experiencing the set fully.
Yeah.
Like I wish that's how I could experience every set.
Well, I hope it's not too great because I would like to not do it again.
Well, so just because it was great doesn't mean you're willing to do it again, right?
Well,
so like,
if it is great, I am willing to do it again.
I climbed a mountain once, and I'm not out there looking to climb more mountains.
Oh, but I am.
Yeah. Well, you may never see spoilers ever again.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
here's the
maybe
thing.
that could be like Persona. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the guy that doesn't look at spoilers, and then he puts out the videos where he sees the cards.
That's
That could be good. But I
but
think
you already
it'll be
have a
fun.
persona.
It'll be fun for the audience. I think like most of the audience here is going to have seen Outsiders and have opinions about it, and they're going to see the raw take of somebody who's average at the game.
And you can make like really definitive statements,
Oh.
even though people have.
Speaking of personas,
Yeah, I said you already have a persona. But here's what's crazy about you volunteering to do this with this set is I cannot imagine a set more designed around all of the interactions and cards that you have for the first like year and a half that we played.
yes.
We're focused on, particularly Azalea is one of the heroes you can find in the set.
Yeah.
You spent so much time. All of my early memories. There's a little bit of Dorinthia, but it was mostly Azalea.
Yeah, it was Azalea versus Bravo. I didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, it was
In
not
retrospect.
Good. It was not good.
It's like he's doing everything I'm doing, but better in every way. I still won some of those
Well,
games, though.
it's mostly that
somehow.
he is. Yes, he's doing everything you're doing, except for he can also just block out. But dominate, man. Like if you could just dominate big arrows, sometimes you can just do more damage than he can do by the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can pay 2 to do it the easy way. Yeah. Also, we're gonna we got an update about Flesh and Blood and Sorcery. So let's start with Flesh and Blood because this is all a Flesh and Blood stream, but they're both related.
We're getting away from that idea. This is not a Flesh and Blood stream. This is a live
That's right.
recording
It's just a live
session,
recording we can do.
and we're gonna record some fab videos, particularly where
Yes.
I think just to give everyone the agenda,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna open this box and play sealed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think next week we might do a face-up draft.
Mm-hmm.
Is the vibe?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. And
That's
then
what we're doing.
outside of that, we're recording a couple updates,
That's right.
which is what you want to do now.
Yeah, so let's talk about update number 1. So Flesh and Blood, we shipped out Outsiders this time through the subscription service. Thank you so much for all of you who are subscribed to that. We got the exclusive promos going out with that. Peace of Mind. Great stuff.
Also, one thing I want to add.
Yeah.
Shout out to Legend Story Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the set design, we work with a lot of different publishers and distributors. And logistically speaking, they killed it. And they keep killing it. And we really appreciate that. That lets us introduce a lot of stability on our end, which we work really hard to do in general. But just want to give credit where credit is due, because that is not typical. There's a lot of things publishers do beyond designing the game that I think really matter to the overall health of the game, and that's one of them. And their overall transparency. We'll talk about this later in the video, but there was some wild stuff going on with the collation of this set, and I just really respect what they're doing and the effort they're putting in. So anyways, carry on with
Yeah. Okay, so we sent out Outsiders, and as you guys know, we don't guarantee sealed cases. There's a number of operational reasons for that. We established that policy early, particularly in the wild days of early Fab, Monarch era, etc., when things were truly insane. But we have seen a way forward. The ops team has worked very hard over the past couple of days to vet some different solutions for how we could do sealed cases. And we are very confident that we'll be able to guarantee the shipment of sealed cases moving forward. This is also in response to, I think, understanding your perspective from getting in the Magic the Gathering scene. We didn't fully appreciate how much value this can add to customers, knowing that, you can, hopefully most people trust us that we're not opening cases and doing whatever we don't even understand how to do to them. But to make that even more clear, we think we have a way forward to guarantee sealed cases, change in process, change in system. We're going to be testing that with Dusk Till Dawn. The intent there is to ship out all sealed cases in the quantities that are working for that. So like 4, 8, all the way up to the 4s. And assuming that goes according to plan, then we will make that guarantee moving forward for Flesh and Blood and really all of our TCGs, which gets us to Sorcery. So Sorcery update. We had a beta update that went live, pulled from a live stream a few weeks ago. The original intent was to pre-order those until essentially March 31st, April 1st. And that was the timeline we got from Eric's Curiosa to run that pre-order. And then the shipping timeline on that set was, what, June?
I think we originally said
June.
June-ish.
So we were updated that the printing process is going to take longer. The factory reservation process, whatever it is that publishers do that we truly don't know very much about. And honestly, I don't want to get into the sausage factory too much myself. I prefer for cars to just show up and everything to be perfect. So that is actually going to be a little bit later. It's looking like around September is what Eric was now saying.
I think officially on the product page we say September, October, but September is the last thing we've heard.
Yeah. And so with that extension, we're able to extend the amount of time that we have the beta pre-order for Sorcery open. So that is now an extra month. So that's going to be closing in not April 1st, but May 1st, which is going to give more people more time to decide if they want beta, how much they want, and whether or not to jump in on this. That'll close on May 1st. At that point, everything is locked in. And then we will fulfill those orders as soon as we get them, which should be around September, assuming that those estimates go through. If there's another delay, of course, we'll be up to date and let you guys know what the status is in terms of your pre-order, etc. If those delays are pushing it 90 days past that September timeframe, then we will open that refund window up again, because obviously there is always a statute of limitations for how long you can have money in a pre-order before it actually, if it gets delayed for the next 5 years. We're not going to just keep that money and be like, fine, you pre-ordered. So we're going to go at 90 days past September. If nothing's happening there, then we will open it up for refunds and or allow people to stay on the pre-order if they want the product, which we have a lot of experience with because this actually happened with the Deepgate novella of Arkham. That was one that we opened refunds up about 3 months, 4 months, 6 months after the product was out of stock because of a strange thing that Fantasy Flight did, and it was very bizarre. Anyway, many people stayed on that subscription/pre-order train, and I think we delivered that product 1.5 to 2 years after the original charge of like $15 or $30. So
sorry, I was trying to hold that one in, and I just couldn't, like several times.
It was super fun. So we'll be reasonable about everything, but that will now close on May 1st. So if you're interested in Sorcery Beta and you haven't quite figured out if you want to do it, I would encourage you to jump on it, not only for my financial best interest, but because this game is sick. And I have looked at, I saw one of the sites last night, Zach, this Paradise. Have you seen the Paradise thing? I took a picture of it on my phone. I was so struck by it. Look at this thing.
I haven't seen the Paradise. Oh, I have seen that. It's
Pristine
great.
Paradise?
Yeah, look how good that looks. Don't you want to live there?
I just want it. And look at what it does. Read the card. It provides the threshold.
And as long as it's empty.
As long as nobody's there.
As long as it's pristine.
It's so stupid, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It. That's really good.
Anyway, if you're a TCG player, you're a Fab player, check out Sorcery as well. We're selling that until May 1st on pre-orders.
We are, just like Fab, we're working on getting confidence that we could deliver all those sorcery. If you're ordering in case quantity, and we're going to verify that as well.
Yeah.
That those would ship case wise as well. So someone earlier was saying, check this out. Allardell saying, while I don't pretend to ever understand the importance of sealed case, I purchase almost exclusively singles. That's what he said. I know many people will be excited about that.
Yeah.
Also, check this out. Sir Lionheart says, that's really nice. You guys not being able to guarantee a sealed case is why I have never purchased from TC.
Oh, cool.
And then he says, big moves.
Very good. Very good.
So here's why. And originally, I thought it was a little crazy to care about a sealed case because of the way randomness and collation works. Some people wanted a sealed case because they thought, and this was more true back in the early days of Fab, which is expectations were about one cold foil legendary per case in like Alpha and Arcane Rising. And they've switched the math, and so that's really out the window. There's other categories of people that care. Some people care because in the long term, like right now, if you have a sealed case of the first set of Pokemon, a sealed case is actually worth a lot more than a random box.
Right, or 4 random boxes or whatever that quantity was. Yeah.
And I understand that desire, but that collectors are not necessarily who we're hoping to serve. We're very player focused and people who actually are planning to open and enjoy the product and experience the game. But second to that, getting into Magic, realized a little bit, or at least more directly understood the value or interest there, which is there's some really crazy like authenticity / trust issues in that community. People, I was telling a story a couple weeks ago about that Pokemon person working at a store selling Pokemon, asked to come in on the weekend to work in the back of house once, and then realized what the store was doing was opening packs, pulling the good stuff out, resealing packs, resealing boxes, and selling those boxes like normal. And so that's beyond anything we would ever even imagine is happening.
Coming from LCGs too, I just think we didn't have that frame, that perspective of like, oh, right, that's a thing that people are worried about.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm looking at these Lord of the Rings collector boxes, and it's like, well, if I was buying a box and the wrapping came kind of opened, I'd start to get suspicious. Or if I was buying a case of that stuff, same thing. So there is just genuine interest in the security of knowing I'm receiving authentic, genuine, sealed product here. And so just kind of understanding that fundamentally, and if we can feasibly offer it. There's a lot of weird scenarios where offering that is going to come at a cost, but just the interest and expression of people asking those questions, Sir Lionheart here, good example of it, is at a point, and looking at it, hopefully we can actually achieve that.
Yeah, we can make it better. So we'll make it better. Anything else on that? I think we're almost 100% guaranteed on sealed cases for sorcery as well, but we're going to run the experiment with Fab, and we won't have to send sorcery till probably September for the first time. So we got some time to work out the system, but it's looking like we'll be able to do that for all of our TCG products. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. And once the Dusk Till Dawn experiment goes through, we can go ahead and actually put that guarantee somewhere on the website and really make that a real thing. And we're happy to do it. Happy to help people out. Okay, Zach.
We're going to do this?
I think it's time to play some Outsiders sealed. But what it really is time is for me. How many packs do we get? 3, 6?
6.
6 in sealed? I'm going to open every pack, and I'm going to look at every single card, and I'm going to have an incredible time with it.
I'm very excited to experience this with you.
So let's take a look at Outsiders.
So one thing you probably aren't super aware of is there
Is
are...
boxes precious or anything?
No. There are what are called God boxes being found.
Excuse me.
Because there were 30-minute increments there was a 30-minute increment. That's what I meant by the transparency.
I want to read this. I want to read the box here.
A 30-minute increment where the rainbow foil legendary sheets of cards were being inserted into packs instead of common rainbow foils, which are in most packs as a common rainbow foil. And so there are people opening boxes that have... like someone opened a case, the number I have, and it was like 60 plus legendaries in the one case.
That's incredible.
Which you might get 1 or 2 per box normally.
That's insane.
Which is insane. So that has been happening. I don't expect that to be the kind of box we're opening here today. But one thing I really loved was Legend Story made an announcement to explain what happened. They did research into figuring out what would happen. And they were very clear about the fact that this does not mean additional copies of these legendaries exist. It just means that there are boxes where it's really condensed. And so they will be harder to get in other boxes, but also if you open one of these boxes, it's just like really crazy. It also doesn't affect cold foils, but I just thought that was a really interesting Outsiders tidbit.
Yeah, it's actually really, really cool. Yeah. The spider weaves unseen threads spun from dark secrets buried deep within the pits. Enter the underground, assassin and ranger. So this is cool. It's like an underground set. Bringing people together in the flesh and blood. Well, they've done it. Look at us here.
And we're still on the paper packs, which I love. That's just a strict upgrade. You want to hand me 6 of those things? Thank you.
All right, and there's new heroes, and I don't even know what. I know one of them's named Riptide. I don't know what the ability is.
Yeah, he's gross looking.
And then there's presumably, I'm gonna guess Assassin is. I'm wondering if Assassin's a pure mill deck or not. You know, if they're gonna go that direction entirely.
Well, I'll share a few things. Okay, apparently we're gonna get my facts right. They said there were 1.2% more legendaries printed than intended because of that.
1.2% more.
Yeah, it's not that many.
It's 1.2% more.
But it's not that many.
All right, let's get into it here. All right, everybody, join me for a.
So I will say I played in one pre-release, and I played Uzuri, who's an assassin, and I only had one of my 4 games go to fatigue.
Okay.
But I was very conscious about the fact that blocking in limited is usually undervalued.
Yeah.
And so I did fatigue someone because I was just blocking.
Great. Well, now it's time for the cards.
What do you got there?
Crow's Nest.
Is that a token or what is it? Yeah.
Wait.
You got 2 of them.
I got a double quiver.
Those are 2 tokens.
Okay, so let's see what this is.
We have quivers. Are you aware of quivers?
No,
yet?
I don't know anything about quivers. Azalea specialization, so only Azalea gets a quiver. This is a good way to make Lexi not just better.
Yeah.
Very cool. Whenever an arrow is put face up into your arsenal from your deck, you may pay 1. If you do, put an aim card on it. Okay, that's great. That's great. So this means you don't have to run the bow.
That's right. She can run Death Dealer and still get the aim card.
Why does the bow exist then?
Well, for heroes that can't run that.
Well, who is that?
Every other ranger. Riptide and Lexi can't run
Oh,
those.
Riptide. Right. There's.
Yeah.
I was like, Lexi runs the elemental stuff.
What's on the other side? Those are tokens.
Oh, and a quiver. Wait a minute.
What's the name of this one?
Driftwood quiver. So wait, are they all getting special quivers?
That would make sense. Now,
Dude,
wouldn't it?
that is great. They did it. Driftwood quiver, Riptide specialization. And these are equipped in a weapon zone in addition to a bow. So these are just free cards.
Yeah, they basically have as long as they have the slot open.
Okay.
So the bows take both hands, but you still have that open window.
Destroy, put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. Okay, reasonable. I can imagine that probably is going to be better once I know more about Riptide.
Personal opinion, Azalea's quiver is much better than Riptide.
Well, I think it needed to be. All right, dude.
We're gonna sit back and enjoy this one.
Here we go. Brush off. Okay, we got a
And I want to get your
cost
first take on
instance.
stuff before I say anything.
Next time you be dealt 1 damage this turn, prevent it. Okay. 0 for 3 on red, presumably, right? So it's a 3 block, but it blocks any kind of damage. And it has to be at least 3.
This is a 1 block. Yeah, the red block.
The red one.
Yeah, and it's
so it's 3, 2, 1.
Important to say the red one cannot block 1 damage.
Right.
Because the way this reads, when you would be dealt that much damage exactly.
It has to be that exact amount of
that
damage?
that much or more. So if you're taking
Okay.
5, it's like if you would be dealt 3, prevent 3, or whatever it is.
Understood. Okay, so good against Arcane, good against Dominate, standard issue kind of defensive card.
Yep.
Not a problem. Ooh, beautiful art here. Spring Load, hello. 1 cost attack. If you have no cards in hands, it gains 3. So a 1 for 5 if it's the last thing in your hand. That's good. That's really good.
We like the stunk.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good depending on go again in the set, but that's really good.
I mean, if they're doing anything, you can block down to the cards you need, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to do a 2 for 5. Just pitch and play this is not awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Cut down to size.
Oh
Ooh,
my
2 for 6. Love it. When they sit here, if they have 4 or more cards in hand, they discard a card. Well, this is good.
Oh, wait. Loosely saying it's the other way around. Hold on this brush off. Sorry.
This is really good.
So does brush offs have to be the exact size amount? Can it be less? Can it be more? Norian saying it's the other
You've
way
already
around.
done it. You played all this set and you don't even know the rules yet?
Loosely says if it does 4, brush off doesn't apply at all. That might be true.
What? Seriously? It's only... Wait, it's only... You have to get the exact amount of damage? For real? This isn't right because there's all sorts of cards written like this.
Loose Leaf saying it can be less.
But it can't be more? I'll put that in the don't care pile.
That doesn't make sense.
No, three or less. Okay. So if you're going to be dealt 4 damage, you wouldn't be dealt 3 damage? That is a kind of card that would drive me insane.
I will say I did 7 drafts this weekend. I never had that card in my deck.
Yeah, why would you?
Not because it's bad necessarily, but because I was
What
just...
is this?
What is it?
I know these cards. These are reprints. Wait, why are we reprinting cards if we have history packs?
They did that last set too with Scar for a Scar.
Yeah.
In the last thing. I think it's...
So it's just to give more kind of in-house, in-set support for Ninja and the various classes.
Yeah.
They really want us to play Seek Horizon. They really want us to play Seek Horizon.
Seek Horizon's good.
It's not good.
And Limited is good.
But it might be good. Yeah.
A 0 for 4 red at the end of your chain is...
Surging Strike's pretty good.
Yeah, we like
Surging Strike and a Springload is pretty solid, right? It's a 3 for 10. It's not bad. That's a good Limited situation. Cut down to size is great, man. Cut down to size is great. This card is good.
Yeah. So just a 2 for 6 generic in a limited set is already...
Yeah, but it's a must.
Sucks.
You have to block it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Withering Shot, 1 for 5. Ranger action arrow. If it has an aim counter, it's +1. 1 for 6. When it hits here, create a Frailty token. Okay, I need the tokens. Do we have tokens?
We will get to the tokens, but I can tell you a Frailty token
Okay.
is your weapons get -1 attack,
Okay.
and any attacks you play from Arsenal get -1 attack.
Oh, that's super solid. Dude, this arrow is excellent. It's excellent.
A 1 for 5 arrow that blocks for 3 is
Well, really a 1 for 6 a lot of the time, too, with Azalea.
Mm-hmm.
And they're giving, like, man, this Crow's Nest is so good because you have something to do with that blue pitch, finally.
Yes, you do.
Like, it's not just load, shoot,
Yeah.
and all your arrows are 1 cost. You've got that floater, which is super good. Super good, super good, super good. Okay, Razor's Edge. That's an assassin card. Okay, it's going to be a 0 for +3 in red. And a card with stealth gains +3. So 0/3, standard attack action for 0. This is better. This is so much better than the Bolton one, though. That's so annoying. Mine is like, if you've charged, you get a 0 for 3 that blocks for 2.
Yeah. Now, I will say, this is a 0 for 1 only on stealth attacks.
Yeah.
Which, the stealth attacks are... You'll see them.
But Bolton says you have to have charged to play it at all.
Yeah, but it's any attack, right?
Well, yeah. But what do you mean, any attack? But, like, yeah, but you've already done all the awful stuff that Light has to do.
Yeah.
And now you get it, and it blocks for 2 instead of 3.
All I'm saying...
Assassin is blocking like crazy.
Yeah, the assassins do block like crazy. All I'm saying is that the stealth attacks, you'll see them. We'll get to them.
Are they not good? Are they tiny?
All I'm saying, I'm so in love with this set.
Okay, let me get my generic.
They're not large. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's still a 0 for 3.
Yeah.
It's like 0, 3, 3. If they have any kind of hit effects, it's
Red Razor's Edge is one of the best assassin cards in the set.
Okay, back heel kick. I don't know ninja combo stuff.
Blah, 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 not ninja combo.
If Twin Twisters was the last, if it would gain attack, instead it gains +1 attack. Okay, I'm sure that's nice.
So you can imagine in like Constructed Ninja.
That's good for
if,
ninjas.
If they had like the Shukos, they give it a +1. And then you also have like Ancestral Empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can stack up and you have like an Art of War against, and so like
yeah, you got a bunch of
very quickly this can become like a 10 damage attack.
Yeah, it's good.
Harder to do in limited.
Yeah, cool though. It's probably notable. Is it come in all the colors or just blue?
The commons all come in all the colors.
Right on. Murkmire Grapnel. Grapnel?
It's like shrapnel, but
it's like a grappling hook.
More grappy.
Shrapnel. Okay. If it's got an aim counter, it's got +1. You know, if I'm...
Tell me more.
If I'm a Legend Story designer,
okay,
I think I would be willing to just start the conversation.
See you out there, Brian.
At the very beginning, to say, what if we just made aim counters give arrows +1?
Sure.
And then maybe arrows have additional benefits. That way, aim counters are always relevant, and we don't have to constantly print the card.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because you're aiming.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine aiming an arrow and getting no benefit for doing so? It's like if I pulled an arrow and just randomly shot it versus aiming, and it's like, well, it's the same.
Well, if you've ever seen me shoot an arrow, then you would know you can aim and get no perceived benefit.
I'll tell you what, I have not seen you shoot an arrow. Damage that would be dealt can't be prevented. Okay. Now, that's not the same as blocking.
That's right, yeah. In my first Uprising pre-release, my opponent had a Shuko in the win and in round 6. And, or no, this was a ProQuest or a Road to Nationals. Round 6, win and in to the top 8. And they play a 2 damage attack. I have 2 life. And I definitely thought Shuko's meant you can't block it. And you can't prevent it. So yeah, that would be, as an example, like your brush off card.
Or Peace of Mind.
Or Peace of Mind.
Yeah. All right, Bleed Out. Rare. 2 cost. Assassin Ninja action attack. It's just honestly wild.
Look at that border, right?
You got split class, you've got talent, you have split talent, you have generic. I mean, are we going to see a light elemental card as well in the future? They could do, it's like a billion pies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a bakery here.
It's a pie bakery.
Bleed Out costs X resource points less to play, where X is the total damage you dealt with daggers this combat chain. I love these cards.
Yeah. So Kodachi, they took 2. This is a 0 cost card.
I wish this was a warrior card.
Hey, I have a feeling.
How am I supposed to arrange my cards now?
Well, you have a pile of multi-class things. I have a feeling that next set, Dusk Till Dawn, will have the warrior cards you're seeking.
Okay. Short and Sharp. 1 cost. Choose 1. Target dagger attack gains X. Plus 1, 2, 3, I presume.
Yep.
Target attack card with 2 or less base gains 1, 2, 3. So a 1 for 3 reaction. 2 block. This is a good just team player right here.
Yep. And it's multi-class. So in a draft environment, you might find that that's useful.
What do they call them? The people who spend too much time evaluating these sets.
I think it was called Arsenal Pass.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they would call them this.
Just kidding.
Not team player, a role player.
Role player.
What does that mean?
Role player is someone who
I don't know what a role player is, but
I don't know. What do you mean? What does it mean?
Like not somebody who plays D&D or whatever, but
no, I was talking about someone who, like on a basketball team, a role player would be if your opponent has this particular thing. Like maybe it's someone who's really good at defense, and so if the other team has someone that is like too fast for everyone else, the role player would be, we're going to bring you in to guard this one player.
Okay, it's not that then at all. This is the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, or like Steve Kerr in the '90s Bulls, right, as a role player.
Oh
like
yeah, I definitely get that reference.
He's just if you need someone that can shoot threes really consistently, which means the opponents are going to have to go guard it, it spreads their defense out, and so like has a net effect even if he's not actually scoring very many points.
Okay.
On the thing.
Yeah, it's not that card at all.
Tony Kukoc, another good example.
This is a meat and potatoes, fill in the gaps, vanilla.
That frosting. Is like a base. It's like the flour of a bread, right? It's not what you're writing home about, but it's got to be there.
I write home about flour. That bread flour. Bonds of Ancestry. 2 cost, 3 block, 4 attack. Okay, we're in there. If a card with Gust Wave in its name was the last attack this combat chain, it costs 2 less to play, has Go again, and you can banish a card with combo from your graveyard, search your deck for a card with the same name, banish it, shuffle, play it this combat chain. That's why I don't play Ninja, but it sounds like it's going to be very good.
Let me just explain it to you in layman's terms.
Well, it gets free and awesome in every way.
So,
yeah.
Surging Strike, Whelming Gust Wave,
and then Bonds of
Ancestry. Play 0 cost this, get, I don't know, like a 0 for 4 out of your discard pile, banish it, search for your deck, play a 0 for 4. So this is really an 8 value card on the turns when you get to play it.
Yeah, it seems quite good.
It's very good.
Yeah, it seems really good. So now you just can't let anything hit from Ninja?
That's all. I mean, you're never gonna let anything hit. This doesn't even have to hit.
I know, but like you're already blocking Gust Wave. Yeah. Because you got to block Gust Wave, but now you can't block Bonds of Ancestry, and then they're going to shoot another Gust Wave at you probably or something. I don't know. What do they do with the search?
There's a 0 for 4
Assault the
Flusterfist or something. There's a 0 for 4 that is the most common thing you get with this.
Okay, so it's just normally
just
4 attacking 0/4 on it.
And this isn't a hit effect. So once they've done the first 2, they just do this, and it doesn't even matter if you block or not.
And you hope the mass doesn't trigger. It's got the periphery. Look at the top card of target hero's deck. The next action card you play from Arsenal this turn gains +1. Interesting. It's like a better version of that scout card that comes out of the Arsenal. You remember that one?
Yeah, but that one, you look at the frontline scout, you look at the hand. So this is a little different. But if you're Ranger, you can see the top card of your deck before you, I don't know, play Zoe's ability.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I also
should block for 3, you know?
I like the.
I guess that's true of all things.
It's like the opposite of Plunder Run in that it benefits the next attack out of Arsenal, not it is the benefit if you play it from Arsenal.
Yes.
So to set up the plus effect, you have to set up the attack that you're going to use, which is actually like harder. But
Yeah,
it's like more playable because you in Plunder Run, if you had it in your hand previously, you didn't want to play it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to kind of preload it,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
That's a good Ranger card, right?
Yeah, very good.
Does anyone else want to see the top card of their deck? Or the opponent's deck? I think Assassin maybe kind of wants to look at it. And...
Their contracts, right? They can banish the top card of the deck, and if they hit the thing, they get the. But not in this set, they don't really have contracts.
All right, finally, Seeker's Gillet. Instant. Chest.
I believe we call that a Gillet.
What you probably do. One resource.
I have no idea, man.
Destroy, prevent the next one, and opt. All right, good, solid.
Yeah,
Play it if you draw it.
There's a whole suite of Gillets.
Gillets?
I think it's Gillet.
Okay, cool so far. So we've got some good arrows. We got ninja cards with a lot of text on them, and we don't have anything from Assassin so far that matters for me, from what I've seen. Like nothing that's like, oh, this is a new archetype, or I should play it this way.
Yeah.
Spiders by standard. Oh, there's Frailty. Okay.
She's looking nice.
Weapons have -1, and then attack action cards from Arsenal. Okay, cool. I mean, this is gonna make a good limited set because it feels like all the heroes are doing the same thing in weird ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I guess they decided to do it.
And notably, look at this.
A new bow. Hold on.
From this one pack.
Hold on, a new bow.
I know.
Barbed Castaway. Oh, and it looks just so good. Is that on a ship? Is that the bottom of a ship?
Yeah, definitely. It's a castaway. Of course. You see?
Yeah, it is.
I won't read that. I'm just looking.
Well, is
either...
Riptide a water ranger?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you mean definitely?
His name's
like, it's
Riptide.
Just fine. Like,
it's gotta be water.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he's kind of gross though. Like he's been underwater too long.
I'd take that actually.
So this is either a pirate ship or a sunken basketball court. I'll let you decide.
Yeah, I think I'll know what I'll do. Once per turn instant, one resource, put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. Okay, well, that seems easy. Once per turn, turn a face down arrow in your arsenal face up, put an aim counter on it. Oh my gosh, they're just doling out aim counters like it's going out of business.
That's the common bow in the set. So Azalea doesn't have Death Dealer.
Understood. Okay, cool. I'll keep that as a relevant piece. Okay, what do we got? Ravenous Rabble's coming in too.
She back.
Hello. Okay. There's a blue piece of mine, probably the worst version. I don't think I'd ever play that. These are freewheeling renegades. You're like, maybe not great cards to not play.
I don't know, dude. Azalea's dominant. It's pretty annoying.
Oh, right. How much does he prevent? 2? 2 for 2 and it's the ponder as well, I guess. Yeah. Freewheeling renegades, 1 cost generic action. If it's defended by an action card, it's -2. 1 for 5. That's very playable. This is a playable card. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they block with a 3 block, right, that becomes 0 basically. But it does require them to block to stop that.
Oh wait, it's bad if they block with an action card.
Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah. All we have is really action cards, yeah?
They're reactions. Defense reactions.
Is it a 1 for 6 in the red?
Yeah.
With the -2?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically a 1 for 4 if they block. Okay, that's fine. If they don't, it's a 1 for 6.
Yeah.
That's playable.
Yeah.
And the Razor's Edge, of course, looks good.
Yellow version.
Wither. Wait, what's this in the background? Why is this here?
So that is the emblem for the crime syndicate that Uzuri is a part of.
Does that matter?
And I think it's a symbol for the diseases as well, which matter. The symbol doesn't matter currently.
Is the frailty symbol or something? Is it telling me that it creates a frailty token?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, those match.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, there's one symbol that's the syndicate thing that they're a part of. The other is the diseases.
Okay.
So I think that is what that's communicating.
0 cost blue stealth wither. When it hits a hero, now stealth is an unloaded keyword.
That's right.
Okay. When it hits a hero, create a frailty token under their control. Okay. Could matter. Could matter. Now. Okay. So frailty is going to hit arrows out of arsenal and all the class weapons.
All the daggers.
Okay, so frailty is always going to matter.
It's actually pretty good in this, particularly in this set. But you'll notice this is an attack. It blocks 3 and it pitches 3. This blue one only comes in for 1. So the red one only comes in for 3.
Yeah, 0 for 3.
That's what I was talking about earlier about Razor's Edge. Like the average curve of these stealth attacks goes
Mhm.
up to 3.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that. with Bolt of Courage, Express.
See, I'm used to playing good cards.
Yeah, I know.
The 0
So,
to 4 math.
all of this is incredible. Infecting Shot
Oh baby,
has a name counter goes +1. You create a blood rot pox.
this is my favorite arrow in the set.
Okay, well, what's a blood rot pox?
So blood rot pox is a token they get at the end of their turn. It pops, and they either pay 3 or take 2 damage.
At the end of their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It's so good. So the red one is 1 for 5. If it hits, they get a token. If they don't pay off,
It's
take
1
2.
for 6 with a name counter.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
So it's an 8 value arrow, technically.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this is...
Yeah, you see the logo there. I guess that's the Blood Rot logo.
The thing that really is impressing me about these arrows is that they're always relevant. They figured it out.
Imagine that.
They figured it out.
Just generic hit effects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice.
Okay. Twin Twisters. Looks good.
And that was the card that this thing you read earlier, back heel kick reference. This is like the starter.
Choose one. When it hits, your next one's +1, or Twin Twisters +1. 1 for 4 is go again. Yeah, that's an awesome card.
This guy gets it. This guy gets
Awesome
it.
card. Awesome card. Isolate. Beautiful art. 0. Stealth. Dominate. Oof. Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
but like if you have Red Razor's Edge at +3, this is a 0 for 3 dominate +3. Now it's 6. Most importantly, though, it works with one of the heroes, Uzuri.
Okay. So that's what I'm missing. Because
we'll
otherwise
cover in
this
a
is
second.
utter garbage.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you what she does? Or you want to see her first?
I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah.
Murkmire Grapnel. Already seen that one.
Mhm.
Blue. Short and Sharp. Seen that one. Where did that go? Here it is. Dual. Inertia Trap. Ooh.
Hello.
Okay.
Are you aware of the update they made to traps?
They made a universal update?
I think they made a universal update, and they're reprinting the original 3.
What are they? Is it optional to pay 1?
I think you can play them from hand. Period.
You can just play the traps from hand?
I think so. Yeah. Let me look at what the.
That's less cool than if they just remove the pay 1 text.
Let me find their update real quick.
Yeah, hit me. Okay, Inertia Trap. When this defends an attack with power greater than its base. Okay, so a pumped attack, create an inertia token. What's an inertia token?
Inertia token is a token that triggers at the end of their turn.
Okay.
And any cards in arsenal in their hand go to the bottom of their deck.
Okay, so it wipes them.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's quite good. Okay, it's a 0 for 3, but okay, an inertia, but it's got to be pumped. Is the pumping fairly common in this set, or is everything getting pumped?
There's a lot of pumping. Yeah.
Great.
I'll bump you up. I'm saying yes, they did. Traps can be played from hand, but they errated the original traps to have text limiting them to play from arsenal. So originally the rule was that traps can't be played from hand.
Okay.
They're giving new text where those can only be played from arsenal, the originals, but the traps here can be played from hand.
Okay, be played from hand. All right, fine. It's a little less cool not playing traps from arsenal because that's what a trap should feel like.
But the idea of a trap being a defensive card that triggers on certain conditions on your opponent, is fine.
It's much better this way. Spike with Frailty. Okay, rare. Target attacks with stealth gains +3, and when this hits, create a Frailty. This card is good. This is the Bamboozler.
The spike with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Bamboozler here.
Spike with Blood Rot. They have 3 spikes.
Oh.
The Blood Bar is really where it'll get you because you'll play it on like one of these attacks that gives a Frailty, and then you'll pump for like even the Dominate one here, right? It's like, oh, now it's a 6 damage with a thing and it's dominated, so you can't get in there.
And Frailty is really most of the time that's going to be -1 card for them because they just won't get an arsenal because it's going to go to the bottom at the end of their turn. Or the Inertia, is that what that's what Inertia is?
Yeah, so Frailty is the weapon.
Frailty is the weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut down to size, love it. It's a good card. I'll play both of these in our seal game.
Yes, sir.
Seeker's Galay. Seen that one.
Again.
Good? Good. Okay. So far, it just feels fundies. It feels like basic value cards that are running the deck.
We like it. We like the song. There she is.
Okay, hold on. There's Azalea. Okay. She's the same, right?
Same exact.
Riptide. Whenever you play a card from your hand, you may put a card from hand face down into your arsenal. Okay.
So it basically loads for free.
Yes.
You play a
Assuming
Ravenous Rabble.
what you do has
You put
Let's go
something in
there.
arsenal, yeah.
Whenever a trap triggers, deal 1 damage to the attacking hero. Great.
Yeah, and so trigger means it actually has to resolve. So it doesn't just block, but like this inertia trap, it defends an attack with greater than space. So triggering would be if that is true.
Oh,
That's the triggered effect.
Okay, I'm gonna want to play this hard.
Right to the bottom he goes. Right to the bottom he goes. Oh man. Okay. Cool.
That's a problem. Inertia. There's inertia. Beginning of your end phase, destroy inertia. Put all cards in there. So you arsenal, and then is it the beginning of your end phase? Is that right?
No. So the thing about it is, yeah, this is important. So it says at the beginning of your end phase, right? Arsenal you do after that.
But you wouldn't have any cards.
But you don't have any cards unless you have a ponder token.
Right.
So if you have a ponder token, you can trigger that first, then you trigger the ponder token, which gets you a card, which you can then put in arsenal.
Okay.
So ponder becomes really important.
Okay.
That's why in like even with Peace of Mind in limited,
Yes.
it's not super efficient, but if your opponent does like spike with inertia, and you're gonna have an inertia token anyway, the value of the ponder token actually gets a lot more.
Yeah. Yep. Got it. Okay. Destructive Deliberation. Wow, cool art.
Yeah, I love that card.
2 for 4 when it hits a hero, create a ponder token. Good hit effect. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that card.
The red one's a 2 for 5.
Yeah.
Which is just like super annoying.
There's Peace of Mind. It's a great card.
The old red
Sign up
version.
for the Team Covenant subscription to get a promo. Well, you missed it. Sorry, but get the next
For the
one.
future thing.
Don't miss out.
Dude, we're gonna get a Dusk Till Dawn promo, and I cannot wait.
Like more so than previously, or is it?
Well, just we got back to the light and dark theme.
Oh, true.
So hopefully we get. Last time we had a Shadow Brute card, so maybe a light warrior.
Give
card?
me a Bolton card.
Or
a
an
generic.
Alt Art Snatch.
A usable generic that would go with everybody would be sick.
I could use like an Earth themed Snatch. You know what I mean?
Falcon Wing, 0 for 3, +1 with an aim counter, the most basic arrow of all time, 0 for 4.
It's fine.
It's a fine arrow.
It'll shoot.
It'll shoot. It's no searing shot, but it'll shoot.
Hello.
Infecting shot, still good.
Even the blue one is a 1 for 4, right? With an aim counter.
Yeah, it's great blue. Wither, seen it. Create a frailty token when it hits. 1/2 punch. If head jab was the last attack this combat chain, this has when it hits a hero, deal 2 damage to them. Okay, makes sense. 0 for 3 in the red. This is going to be good, I feel like, in like blues and yellows. Blue, but blue, like in a constructed deck, it's like, all right, I'll throw it if I have to.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's Kodachi fodder.
Yeah.
What's it blocked for?
I blocked for 3.
Yeah, that's the important number there.
I guess it didn't have go again. That's kind of a bummer. I wish it did.
That's the chain ender.
Yeah. So just a head jab, 1/2 punch. It's kind of okay.
If you're in the head jab,
Is it 0 for 4 head jab?
3.
0 for 3 go again?
Mhm.
Into a 0 for 3 or 0 for 5, basically, is what it would look like. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Spire sniping. This looks fun. Arrow attack. 1 for 5 standard issue. When it's put or turned face up in arsenal, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put them back in an ER. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Particularly with Azalea, of course.
Yeah.
Like you get to opt basically and do your thing.
Infect stealth. Have I seen this? When it hits a hero, create a blood rot box. Okay. So are all this? Is there just 3 stealth attacks for the 3? Or is there 4?
I actually don't know how many stealth attacks there are. Well, there's dominate. I know there's dominate.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the 3 different diseases. So I haven't actually like zoomed out that far.
Bleed out. That's the one where it reduces resource. Okay, cool. So you could do like what is that?
I mean, it's just Kodachi, or Spider's Bite. But 2 Spider's Bite cost 4. That's not as typical of a line as Kodachi.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah. But if you Kodachi,
bleed out.
if either of them hit, you have the 1 float, and if you pitch to blue, just play that. If both of them hit, it's free.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So 0 for 4 would go again is.
Yeah, this is cool. This is good. And that's Assassin Ninja. Yeah, okay. Bonds of Ancestry. I've seen that one. That's the Gust Wave card. Okay, solid. Infectious Host. This attacks a hero. If you control a frailty, create a frailty under their control. Then repeat for okay, so if they mess with you, you now mess back with them.
That card in red is like one of my top pack 1, pick 1.
0/4.
0 for 4, that if they've done anything negative to you, you do it back. Like if they give you a blood rot and it's a 0 for 6 now, it's like.
So the statuses are pretty common in the set. Seeker's Leggings. Pay 1, destroy. Prevent the next 1 damage that you built and opt 1. Great, we love it. That's going to be a good card. Ooh, and be like water. Okay, I like water. Ninja. When this hits, you may pay 1. If you do choose Head Jab, Surge, or Twin Twisters, this gains the chosen name. Oh, good for you. I'm going to have to play Ninja now.
Yeah, that's obviously
cool.
super nice, right? So like even in a sealed pool, whatever you open, this lets you. This is just a baseline card that goes any of the directions. And in draft, you can imagine the same thing. Like if one ninja at the table starts picking up the Surging Strike line and someone picking up the Head Jab cards,
That's
Be
smart.
Like Water is a card they can both use.
That's really smart. Really, really smart. Okay, here's Uzuri. All right, what's Uzuri do? Once per turn, attack reaction. Banish a card from your hand face down. Okay. Turn the card banished this way, face up. Okay, well, wait. Okay, because you want the face up mechanic, I guess is why they do it that way.
There's a weird timing ruling. I think you banish a card and there's moments for reactions before you actually swap it in. But someone explained it to me this weekend, and then it's like 99% of the time it doesn't matter. So I just, like I do, ignored it. But someone in chat can give us the hookup on why that is relevant. But yeah, keep going.
Turn the card banished this way, face up. If it's an attack action card with cost 2 or less, put target attacking card with stealth from the active chain link on the bottom of its owner's deck. Then put the banished card onto the active chain link as the attacking card. Okay.
So you send like a 0-for-1 Wither.
Uh-huh. And then you can swap it into anything.
Yeah, like a Command and Conquer.
And as a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you play a 0-for-1 and then they have to decide if they're blocking.
This feels a little L5RE to me, you know what I'm saying? What is this? I mean, what are we supposed to do about this?
Well, I'll tell you let me get this ruling real quick. Brent's saying it cost him a game at a pre-release. A lot of chat coming in. Obsidian saying basically when it's face down, ask your opponent if they want to do anything during priority. Then when they're done, you can flip it.
Okay.
It's relevant. Your opponent can play D-Rex before CNC enters the combat chain. So it's part of the cost, the banishing face down.
Okay, so to clear the reaction, pay the
they
cost,
get a chance to
banished.
react.
Then there's a window. You pass priority to them. They can do something.
Yeah.
If they pass it back to you, then you can
Then
resolve.
CNC hits and suddenly there's no more time for reaction.
Whoa, man. So it's just a total good luck.
Yeah, so a lot of times what it'll look like is you just send a 0 for 1 or 2.
Well, yeah.
They have to block. And if they block 6, you just pass Arsenal. If they block 0, like there's the cards in this set too that penalize you for not blocking at all. So like the 2 for 6 that if they have 4 cards they discard. So a lot of times what you basically have to do is block 3. Then you have a chance to swap in. But then you still have chances for instants, reactions, etc.
Wow, so the reaction speed moment is becoming way more important after the attack.
Oh, yeah.
All right, dude. Ray, come on, man.
Look at this. Give our friends
Thanks, man.
a nod. Thank you for
Cheers.
the drink. Looks good.
Cheers. All right, I'm going to keep going because I just want to see the cards. Feisty Locals. Defended by an attack action card gains +2. I get it. So it's the opposite of the other one. That's cool. Uzuri's crazy, everybody. That it's like it's hard to make a good decision into that.
Into Uzuri?
Yeah, like it's like one step beyond even reactions. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
is it not just incredibly good?
It's not bad. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically, what if I could attack you with an basically, what if I could put a face down card as an attack? You have to declare your defenses, and then I tell you what the card is.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I mean, I think the other notable pieces is it gets around cost. So
Like extra cost?
Well, like a 2-cost attack, you just play the card, but you're essentially whatever the stealth card is what you're pitching because it's going to the bottom.
So you just play the 0 stealth and then bring in the 2 ballers.
Well, they're all 0 stealth, almost.
They're all. So you remove the cost and you give them no information.
Well, you
when
kind of
attack?
remove the cost. Like if I play a blue Wither and swap it out into a 6.
Oh, you've wasted a card.
The Wither is at the bottom of my deck.
Okay, that's helpful.
So that's what I was saying. Like you're like indirectly paying the cost.
Okay.
But it is nice because sometimes you send like a 2 that's going to give him a frailty token, and you don't have a big attack, and then they're just like no block, and you're like, cool, take 2, get the token, I'll arsenal some of this other card.
It's so hard to make a good decision.
Yeah,
there.
but the other thing that happens, especially in limited, there's only so many big attacks, and you're stacking the bottom of your deck with all these stealth cards, and so once you get into the late game against Uzuri, if you look at each hero and you have to ask the fundamental question, how am I going to win? And so in Ninja, a lot of times they are going to Kodachi and go wider than you can block. And it's really hard to just block the Kodachi. So they have this inevitability thing.
Yeah.
In Ranger, specifically Azalea, I'm probably going to pump, send a 10 damage arrow with Dominate, and you're going to take 7.
Yeah.
So Azuri's answer to that question is, I'm going to sneak damage in. I have reactions that can pump the stealth attacks, or I can swap in a big attack.
Okay.
They have daggers too, but they're a little less efficient.
Hey, Red Rabble. Gonna be playing that in limited.
That is a good card.
It's got the periphery still there. Twin Twisters, fine.
You can also, with Uzuri, play the thing, swap into a Rabble, and when you attack with Rabble doesn't trigger. So it comes in for the printed attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be weird stuff in these decks.
It's unlikely we'll see this, so I'll tell you about this card. I went to one pre-release. One of the cards I opened was a Majestic called Gore Beltring.
Okay.
It's a 0 for 7.
Okay.
But when you play it, you reveal cards from the top of your deck until you hit an attack. And then it gets minus attack equal to the attack stat of that card.
Oh, yeah, so it's just a
but
free
with the 0, it's a 0 for 7. It's so good.
Malign, great. So this is the whole Uzuri game is send 0 for X stealth cards that have actual hit effects. Play a little mind game of... if I block this, I guess I'll go ahead and I have to block this because it has a hit effect. Then they might sneak something in that gets above the block, and I lose anyway.
And the worst part of all of it, actually, is that you send a Spider's Bite first. And if it hits, their action cards block for minus, or their attacks block for minus.
But you can't block the Spider's Bite. What are you going to do?
You can't block the Spider's Bite. So then it's like, all right, well, if you're looking at 3 attacks in your hand and they send a 0 for 2, it's really
okay.
It's like, what are you doing?
So they're wanting us to play more of these brush off piece of mind.
That's why I said you might end up playing these cards.
And even the Seeker stuff gets a lot better there.
100%. And if you have like blue piece of mind, right? It's like, well, I will save this, and if you threaten more, I can at least block it and cover it up.
Actually, the piece of mind Seekers is excellent.
It's exactly what the Lord intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm when I was drafting.
Super good.
If I see either of those early, like at least one Seekers and then or Piece of Mind, I'm picking it up usually and looking for the other pieces because they're so efficient.
Yeah, Seeker Piece of Mind is where it's at here. A good red razors. That's always solid. Back heel kick we've seen. Plunge. Ooh.
Ops team, if you're out there, these drinks are delicious.
A Majestic Assassin Weapon. Hello. Scale Peeler. Hold on. Plunge. When this hits your next dagger, it's +1. Okay, so a good version of Brandish. Hopefully. Or a version. The same version. It's the same version.
I had a...
Why is this here?
What do you mean?
It's a 1 for 3, go again. And the next, when it hits the next dagger is +1. Brandish is a 1 for 3, go again. Your next weapon attack is +1. The same card.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's fine.
Okay, hold on. Scale Peeler. What's this? 2-cost attack, go again. Pierce 1. When it hits, next time you fill one or more equipment, those have -1. So you're really wanting to do one of these and one of the spiders?
So there's not a ton of equipment that blocks in this set. I think that's more of a constructed card.
Just a constructed card?
Yeah. Like, if you're playing a Guardian, right?
Does the other one have piercing?
Yeah, it does. Spider's Bite.
Okay, so it's just Spider's Bite. This one is attack actions. This one is equipment.
Yeah, and there's other daggers too. One's like non-attack actions, one's reactions.
Okay, cool.
But you can imagine in the Guardian, if they run like Rampart, then it's like you just swing with that dagger, which has piercing, so they can't block that with armor.
That's awesome. Good job, Assassin. That's cool Assassin design.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I actually want to play Assassin
And there's well, I won't say anything.
Lace with Frailty. Yeah, it's a spike with blood. That looks good. When your arrow attack, next arrow is +3. When it hits, create a Frailty. So great. Pump, the old pump and dump strategy. It's going to be a good one.
We like the pumps.
Spike with Blood Rot.
There it is.
Rare foil. With the Crossroads Mask. What is that card that when you put it on top, and then it gives you an action point?
Oh,
I always want to play, and it never is good. Back Alley Break Dance.
Back Alley Break Line.
Yeah. Stealth gains +3, and when it hits, create a Blood Pox. Okay. So it's just absolute mind games. It's like playing poker. Seeker's Hood. I've got the whole
He's got
set.
the set. Yeah, you're missing one. But
And is that generic for everybody? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. There's some Kodachis. Yeah. Oh, there's the Pox.
Now
That's good. That's
the
striking card.
Just so you're aware, the cold foils are typically in the token slot. So when you're swapping those tokens
Oh,
over,
cool. Okay.
they weren't there. But like at some point when you do that, like
You had enough.
you might just be like, oh man, here it is. We're looking for the full art Marvel diseases.
Okay, hold on. Widowmaker I haven't seen.
Yeah, there she is.
Widowmaker. 1 for 2. Really a 1 for 4, I presume. Arrow attack. Defense can't be played. And if it's defended by fewer than 2/3, great card.
The red one is dope,
Love that card.
especially if you dominate. It's like, oh,
There's another 1, 2.
it's a double pump.
Toxicity.
That's an
The
interesting.
next
card.
assassin or ranger attack action card you play this turn gains. When this hits you, they lose 4. Oh, that's good.
Has to hit.
Is it lose 5 on red?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. This is great with ranger dominate.
You think about the reactions with assassin too.
Wow.
It's like, well, you better not let that hit.
This is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, I'm in.
It's so wild. You just haven't been seeing the set of all sets.
Tar Pit Trap. When a defense and attack would go again. That should be the easiest one. Next time an attack action card hits this turn, effects don't trigger. Okay, good against ninja. Good against everything here.
Hit effects.
Not great against ranger. I presume it's a lot of pumping and
Mhm.
one shot.
Agreed. Now it is in that you can put it in arsenal and get around dominate, like just by being able to block for 3.
Okay,
from
just a
Arsenal.
defense reaction, right? Okay. And is that only in yellow as a rare? Or does that
No,
come
it's
in all the
I think it's
colors?
full set.
Ranger defense reaction. This is cool though. I like the Rangers getting this kind of special. We have all these defense reaction. That's what I felt like we could have been the whole time. Recoil. If head jab was the last attack, when it hits, put a card from their hand on top of their deck.
That card's good.
That's really good.
Blocks for 3.
Yeah, all these. I love these 3 blocks. They're playing the real game here. Got a blade cuff. Your destroy your daggers gain +1 this turn. Okay, good.
The biggest thing on that card is the fact that it blocks for 1.
Good.
Just 1 health.
Mhm.
Got it.
It's 1 health, and it also. I mean, you
The traps are all 1 color only, apparently.
If you're like me, you can find ways to use this ability. It's kind of like the Perch Grapplers. It's like 1 out of 10 games you might actually need it.
Yeah, it's that kind of card. A lot of times you block with it, and then sometimes you have a moment where it's really good.
All right, last pack of the sealed. We got Frailty, we got a Ponder, and a Katsu. Okay. I forgot Katsu's in here too, right?
He is.
So there's the 3 olds and the 3 news.
Yep.
Cool.
The other ninja is Benji,
Another brush off.
which is not
Destructive-
new.
2 for 5 Destructive Deliberation is good.
Uzuri Riptide.
I love all these generic attacks. It's gonna be such a good limited set already. You can tell.
Are there 3 new heroes? There's Uzuri Riptide, Arachne, Azalea, Katsu, Benji. I think there's only 2 new heroes.
2 new heroes. I felt like there was one on every hero was new. Riptide's new. Azuri's new. Is there not a new ninja? There's not any ninja.
Mhm.
Man, ninja players kind of getting wrecked constantly.
But, they've already got mask momentum. How much can they really get?
Dude, I'm pulling some good ninja cards here. I might force myself to play ninja because I just never really have.
Oh, there's a new Arachne. The blitz ability on Arachne is new.
I haven't seen the new Arachne. Skybound Shot. 1 cost. If it has an aim counter, it's +1. 1 for 6, basically headshot here. Okay, so that's a fine amount of damage. Plunge.
It's a number.
We've seen it. Assassin Ninja. Backstab. Defense reaction can't be played to the chain link. 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 in red. Stealth. Okay, no D-reacts. Boulder Trap. Ooh, a Nerve Scalpel foil. That's cool. I got 2 foil Majestics. What have you done?
Nothing yet.
Boulder Trap. When it defends an attack with power greater than its base. Wait, wasn't that already here? What's this other one? What's the other trap?
Inertia trap.
Okay.
But it's just different.
Okay, so a lot of the triggers are actually greater than the base. Okay.
Tom Rose
That's
saying
kind of cool.
Outsider is the most old school set of Flesh and Blood since Welcome to Raid. I agree with that.
Put a -1 on equipment, the attacking hero controls. Cool. I like that. All right, Nerve Scalpel is going to be the version of the dagger, but reaction cards. It's targeting reaction cards.
Yep.
That can't be great, is it?
I mean, I think in constructed it might be
Yeah.
an option.
Okay, I get it. It's not this. It's for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
The next time they defend the reactions.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the rest of the turn. It's the next time. Side note.
Got it. Okay. Cool. All right, done. And then Mask of Many Faces, an instant hero ninja card. Destroy it, name a card. The next attack card you play this turn gains that name. Okay, so they're just making ninja a free-for-all, play any card you want faction.
Yeah. I mean,
the combos were too hard. We've got to make it.
I think in limited it really helps.
Okay.
But that's, again, a card that most of the time is a 1 health card.
Okay.
All right. While you're thinking about your life, I'm going to open some packs.
All right. So you kind of want to play these Majestic Daggers, but it doesn't seem like a compelling... There's nothing compelling there. All right, let's build. Cool. Well, I immediately love all these generics.
It is nice. I think the compelling bit... here's the new Arachne, by the way.
And this is something that everybody can run. I don't have to pull it.
It's a token, yeah.
Your first attack with Stealth each turn has Gullion. Oh, well, that's good.
Also, you didn't see this equipment that I pulled, the Wayfinder's Crest. It's a Ranger-only equipment.
You defend like the top card of target hero's deck. One. Okay, cool. Love it for Azalea. I gotta start building.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything notable I will share with you.
I'll start with the generics that are definitely gonna get played. Deliberation. 1 for 4, maybe Yellow Springler. That's on the 0. This is not awesome. 1 for 3, 2 black. I'm not excited.
Also says, I think in limited, Spider Bite's where it's at. I think the other, you didn't pull
a lot of yellows.
The other one, which is actually makes the non-attack actions get -1, I think. Which has its uses, of course.
I think Infectious Yellow is even pretty good. Destructive Delibs. I don't know. It's fine.
Check this heater that I just pulled. It's called Barbed Undertow. Majestic. I'll let you read that thing.
If it has an aim counter, it gains. When it hits here, choose red, yellow, or blue. Until the start of the next turn, they can't pitch cards that chose a color. Excellent. So you choose red every time?
Or blue, if you don't want them to pitch.
Just kidding. Man, the amount of yellows I have is disturbing.
It's a yellow set.
Am I going to have to play them?
Here's an interesting observation from the set, for me at least. I think yellows are almost as good as blues in this set.
Why?
The vast majority of the time, I feel like when I pitch a blue, I have 1 floating.
Okay, so for resources, they're fine?
Yeah. Like a lot, there's a lot of weird instances where, you know, like as ninja, you will Kadachi send a 0 for 4. Or you will, like with Azuri, it's like if you have to pitch, you're pitching to play at 2 cost.
You ever consider just playing poorly?
Could be. It was backed up by observations from other people that I trust. They were experiencing similar.
Okay. These are acceptable cards. Okay, so what are my best cards in faction?
Can someone explain to me how brush off works? Like I'm
a tiny person,
not capable of understanding. Because I'll tell you, I don't feel like I'm capable of understanding.
So everybody has access to all the quivers, all the daggers. Those are all tokens.
Those are all tokens.
Okay. And generic bows and stuff.
Did you see Death Touch? Did you get any of these? Yeah, check this card out. That's one of the best cards.
That's another back alley breakdance guy.
Yeah, he's here.
Wow, this would be a cool hero. People would really dig this as a hero.
I think we're gonna eventually get him.
Can't be played from hand, so you gotta play it from arsenal. When it hits a hero, Or you can play it with Zuri, yeah. For the
Yes,
band.
si se puede.
When it hits a hero, create a Frailty, Inertia, or Blood Rot. Yeah, that's obviously great.
Yeah, it's so good.
Very annoying.
So good. All right. Loose leaf saying is next time you would take X or less damage, X being the value on that card. All right.
Why?
I don't know.
It does, but the card doesn't say that.
I know. I wish it did. Check
Why
this out.
is that how it works?
I got a Majestic that's pretty cool.
Tell me this: if I'm about to be dealt 4 damage, am I about to be dealt 3 damage?
Some would say yes, yeah. What's weird to me is that it works on less than.
If I'm about to buy 4 bananas, am I also buying 3 bananas? Do I necessarily have to buy 1, 2, and 3 bananas to buy 4 bananas?
If you asked, a jury of your peers,
Yeah.
if I went to the store and I bought 4 bananas,
Uh-huh.
and then you asked, did Zach buy 3 bananas?
Yeah.
The answer is factually yes.
Factually, yes. You must have bought 3 bananas to buy 4.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but if I only bought 2 bananas,
You definitely didn't buy 3.
I certainly did not buy 3.
That's 100%. What are we missing here? Hold on. Does it just say it on the card? Wait a minute. Zach,
What's it say?
these are different.
What?
There's a printing problem.
No.
Blue, next time you be dealt 1 damage, prevent it. Yellow, next time you be dealt 2 or less damage, prevent it.
Oh, that's not a printing problem. I've seen this happen before. So
because it can't be 1 or less.
Because there is no less than 1. So this says the next time you beat out 2. This has happened before, where to understand the blue version, you had to know what the red version was saying. Like there was that exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1 specifically is
It can only be 1.
the next time you beat out 1 damage specifically.
But if I'm being dealt 2 damage, I'm not being dealt 1 damage.
Yeah, the yellow and red make perfect sense because it says next time you're
Yeah.
doing 3 or less.
Okay. It is odd that by being dealt 2 damage, I'm not also being dealt 1 damage.
Yeah.
I guess it does. There's some logic to that approach too, though.
I got a really bomb Majestic. It's called Shakedown. It's the Uzuri specialization.
2 for 6, 3 block. Already playing it. If you've played or activated an attack reaction, this chain link Shakedown has. When this hits, choose red, yellow, or blue. They reveal their hand banished. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That's awesome.
Uzuri it is.
Okay.
Let's look at our pile.
Dave is saying, what it's basically saying is if you would be dealt 1 damage, prevent all of it. Similar to how a lot of them say if you be dealt damage, prevent 1 of it. Okay, fine. Words matter. So you gotta write them in a very specific kind of way. Understood.
Words do indeed matter.
Understood.
Okay, interesting.
All right, I've made no progress.
It's okay.
Ninja stuff. Tokens don't matter. All these, do these matter? These are all T's. T's. Okay.
Did you see Virulent Touch? Is this a card you opened? You should be aware of it if not.
No, I just don't want to look at it.
It's gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'll let you read.
Remember there was an old like comic book that had a dude with his like body buried, his head up, and he had like ants crawling in. I was like, I don't ever want to see that again. Even talking about it now is not something I'm interested in, but I'm doing it. Can't be so play it from Arsenal or banish. When it resolves, if it's offended by a card from hand, create a Blood Rot Pox. So basically, it's just take 4 damage.
Take 4, or if you block with a card, now you zero it in.
Yeah.
Then
right.
Do the thing.
That's bogus, man. I'm gonna hate that. Are you playing Uzuri?
Oh, totally.
I'm gonna hate that so much.
The crowd wants me to show you Humble.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah.
2 for 5.
Someone needs it here.
Hits a hero, they lose all abilities. Okay, good. 2 for 6. It's almost like they printed Command and Conquer and they gave it 3 defense incorrectly. Because everything that's happened since aside from Nourishing Emptiness is 2/6.
It is odd, isn't it?
Would you play CNC at 2/6
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Well, when I'm playing it, yeah.
Card is busted.
It's pretty good.
Okay, and I've got these assassin weapons that I don't think matters. I don't think it matters.
So things
Blade Cuff.
a lot of times I'm looking for. Seal's a different beast.
Yeah, I'll get there. Assassin Ninja.
It's kind of like you have the what's that? Heuristic. You have a heuristic.
Like the heuristic.
If I'm looking at Ranger cards, it's like how many red arrows do I have? And if it's 3,
Genius.
which is the case here, then it's like probably not enough. So I put those aside.
Yeah, I don't think I have nearly what I need for like a Ranger. 1, 2. It's like a 4. Like, how many traps would you need to play Riptide? 5? 8?
The most important part of his ability is actually not even about the traps.
Okay. Is it all D reacts get 1 damage?
Traps specifically when they resolve.
Okay, what else does he do?
When you play a card from your hand, you can put a card in your arsenal. So if you D-react from hand, you can load something in arsenal, and you have things like Death Touch that can't be played except for an arsenal. And so he just gets to load his arsenal without ever having to pay for the arrow.
That can't be as good as the other heroes if you're not also doing the trap ability.
Well, so I agree, it's not.
Okay.
But you can imagine scenarios as an example where you're like, you play a Ravenous Rabble from hand, you get to load something without having to load it. Then there's also a lot of pumps here that only affect things from arsenal. So,
but like the free load in a Ranger context would only matter if you're planning to not pitch the card to load the bow anyway.
Well, you can only load arrows.
Right.
So if you have cards like Death Touch or the Virulent thing that I showed you, wherever it went.
Man, but wouldn't that just push you into Uzuri?
Where'd the card go? Where'd that disgusting card go?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I took it from you.
Did it disappear? Did you end up with it?
I don't have it, man. Troy's blaming me for stuff.
I'm just asking. Dude.
How many traps I got? 3? That's not enough. And how many arrows?
The other part of it is Riptide is, because he has the freeload ability, it's easier for him to put aim counters on. Like
that's from what? From the new bow?
The bow, you can basically pay to flip something up and give it an aim counter.
Okay, yeah.
But if you load it face up, then you don't get the chance to do it.
Awesome. Got it. Okay, so he does well with the aimy arrows. Okay. I don't have anything for Ranger, really, I don't feel like. Withering Shot's pretty good. But 3 red arrows, you seeing that's probably not enough?
In my experience, it's not. But you're the Ranger or Maester.
I haven't played Ranger in a while.
Alright, where did that card go? Let's hear. Oh, wait, hold on. It might be here. There it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, sad to say, I don't think I'm playing Ranger today. Not with this pool.
I was going to say, not at least with this pool. That's fine.
I will, though. I'm going to play Riptide. I'm excited about that.
I have a good deck.
Okay, Riptide gone. I'm going to look at Ninja next. I'll get Assassin here in a second. Let's get Ranger out of here.
You also didn't see this card. The Silken Gi.
Destroy. Next attack you play has -1 and costs 1 less. Okay. Money for power.
It's particularly good in binging because if you can make a 1 cost that attacks for 3 a 2, the 2 is now not blockable.
I forget Benji's around. So Benji's also available?
Uh-huh. Let me see if I have.
And Benji is if it's a 2 cost, you just can't block it?
A 2 attack or less.
I hate that ability, Zach.
Then it can't be blocked from hand.
Okay, that's fair. Good job.
So it's not like unpreventable damage.
Yeah, good job, Fab.
Yeah, but it's really easy playing Benji to play a lot of bad cards.
It is.
They're unblockable.
Yeah.
It's like Dominate, right?
So you'd have to have good hit effects.
To me, that ability is like 80% about the inevitability at the end. So like, once you get to the point where they're in the 4 or 5 health range, you have hands that can just kill them.
Okay.
But it's easy to go too far with that.
All right, what do we have that we like? I like these 2 1-2 punches.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
3
kind
blocks.
of. I mean, 0 for 3 is still just not great. Okay? Just not great. They just block it. You're trading a card for a card here. That's all that's happening. And how many head jabs do you have? And
Norian, asking me an important question. And I do feel like I can tell you this now. This weekend, there was a 5K brawl in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And the finals of that event was Azalea versus Azalea.
Cool.
And in the top 4, it was Brody Spurlock on Azalea versus Michael Hamilton on Icelander. Michael Hamilton lost
Impossible.
to Azalea
I didn't think it was possible.
on camera.
I didn't think it was possible. That's great, man. Well, good.
Yeah.
Good.
She has arrived.
Yeah, it's... I'm sure it's just going to be like
Disgusting.
playing... It's like, oh, right. This is easy now. Easier, certainly easier. So we don't have any cards with Gust Wave in their name. Is that correct? Is that this the case with this set or this pool?
It is the case with that pool.
There are Gust Waves in this.
There are Gust Waves.
Goodness.
There's not Whelming Gust Wave, but it's called Descendant Gust Wave. So it's another Gust Wave. Yeah, sorry to tell you.
This looks like a load of Garbo as far as I'm concerned.
A load of Garbo. We like the stunk.
Huh. Yeah, this is not, like, why Maybe a bunch of yellow 1-2 punches could be good in Benji. That's fun.
Alan, good evening, dear friends. What is up?
What's up, Alan?
Welcome to the party. Dysphoria says, Steven's all like, oh, Azalea's good now? And then in italics, Andy dropping Woody gif. I don't want to play with you anymore.
I mean, the kids are already on it, you know?
I think
it out.
I think you'd like it. Maybe.
All right, well, this is all just bad. I don't... It's gone. I'll cut this one, too. Maybe I'll have to make it work, but I'm going to be forced to. I think I'm going to have to do Uzuri then. That's weird. Wait, what's the other one?
Try.
What's the other guy?
Arachne. The first stealth attack you play each round gets go again.
Is there a known favorite at this point? Is Uzuri just like way better?
I think in
Talking about sealed.
Sealed.
Limited.
Uzuri was in the top 4 of the tournament.
That's cool.
Yeah. Which one's better? I feel like Arachne has done better in draft, but Uzuri in sealed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? That ability is going to be great. Okay, and we've got a good red bleed out. We like to see it.
So I had a rainbow of Peace of Mind here, but I didn't get any of the Seeker's equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You got all of it.
Yeah, but I only got one red Peace of Mind.
No, I got a Seeker's leggings. Yeah, so
there you go. You got a little combo one.
I was missing out.
I feel like Nerve Scalpel Spider's Bite is pretty good here, especially if I'm going Uzuri. Are there a lot of... I don't have any... I've got a few traps. Is that the only defense reactions in the set? Are there generic defense reactions?
There are not generic.
No sinks or anything?
Mm.
Well, Nerve Scalpel seems less good now. But it looks gorgeous.
I do think which assassin is better depends on... If you have a bunch of 5 and 6 damage attacks, Uzuri is really good. But if you have a bunch of reactions that make your stealth cards better, Arachne is good. Because you normally will like swing with your dagger, and then you'll play like a 0 for 2 with go again with the hit effect, into another 0 for 2 or 3 with the hit effect. And that's just a lot for them to have
just
to
annoy.
Cover up. But if you have pumps, it gets even worse, because like that's where you get the crazy value.
Okay. I mean, I've got all these blue stealth attacks. Garbo. But we got 3 really good pumps. Red Razors, Red Spike, another Isolate. Red Isolate, the worst of them.
Yeah, but that is nice with Uzuri, right? You play a Dominate attack, and then they can only block with 1, and then you swap into like a 6. Like any game, an Isolator 2 is really nice.
And we got a full suite of Razor's Edges, which you probably play.
Or like isolate if you have a pump. Like you play Toxicity, the next time you hit with an assassin attack, they lose 5. You isolate, they can only block with 1 card, and you pump by 3. Like, it can be sneaky.
Okay. What would I and Bleed Out's gotta be here too. So we got a what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stealth attacks. It's okay. It's okay.
Professor Plywood. Red isolate with those attack reactions is pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm. This stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But like you're not gonna overblock, are you?
Well, with isolate I can't.
But like you wouldn't anyway, is what I mean. So like
Right.
why does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like the classic dominate problem. It's
it
like,
does
oh, is
matter
0 for 3?
to finish the game.
Yeah.
Like if you set up the stack where you like isolate into a +6, a lot of times they just die at 6.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Got it. On it.
Okay. And then basically, do I have anything saucy to roll into with Uzuri? I've got Destructive Deliberation, Create a Ponder. I've got to cut down to size. Discard a card.
It's not very many.
No. So if I were doing Assassin, it would be the Go Again guy.
Arachne.
Mm-hmm.
This beautiful man. Or them.
The Seal Pull looks a little garbagey. Would you run the Nerve Scalpel at all?
No.
But look, it's so good looking.
I mean, you can run it. You probably won't swing it.
What about the Scale
A
Tool?
lot of times you don't use the other.
What about the equipment one? And what about we get rid of equipment blocks? That's good, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it better than a second Spider Bite?
just looking at my equipment that has 0 blocks on it.
I'd say no.
I would say, but so because if you
Fine.
double Spider Bite, all my attacks are -2 on that next thing.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, -2 on all the attacks makes for very sad blocks.
Yeah, dude, I love spending 2 cards to do 2 damage. Cool. 2 floating. Hope I can do something with them.
Yeah, I mean, if you pitch 2 blues and then you play a 2-coster, you're probably doing 8 damage with 3 cards.
Yeah, dude, 3 for 8.
And they can't block it.
3 for 8's where we live, baby.
Yeah, man. You play Warrior.
I wouldn't be caught dead with a 3 for 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, a 3 for 8 would be incredible. 3 cards for 8? No.
Yeah.
All right.
That's also part of the problem with the blues in the set is like, there's almost no 3-cost cards. Like last set, you could send 3 for 8 in a single moment.
Notably, Tristan, Nerve Scalpel defends with reaction. So attack reaction is also a -1 defense. If you block with like a Razor's Edge or something, it would have -1 because it is a reaction card.
Okay.
I'll just put it on the table and we'll just see.
Yeah, why not?
We'll just see. Okay, let's look at the cards we actually want to play and count them up. If we're doing Assassin, did we decide?
Fab Chili is saying 8 damage.
Fab Chili, 5-star?
Like no,
Five
like
alarm?
the country.
Oh,
Chili.
nice.
8 damage for 3 cards in this format is actually fairly good. In my experience, cards in this format are worth 2.3.
Okay, well, there you go.
Tristan saying not just D-reacts, but actually ends on Uzuri, which I am.
20.
Uzuri. This spoiler, I'm playing Uzuri.
20 cards that I want to play. I don't even want to play that many.
I recommend 30.
I'm missing a beat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about Blue Peace of Mind and if it is even worth it. Pitch a blue to prevent 3 damage with Seekers and create a Ponder. So 2 cards for 6, basically.
2 card 6, man.
It's not horrible, and you can pitch it, right?
Multiple Fab championships have been built on 2 card 6s.
Yellow Brush Off?
Now, a lot of people say you should really be trying to run 34, 35 cards in the set.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, do your best.
I'm trying. What about Yellow Brush Off? Do we play this card that's notably bad? Like, are we in this state, though? Is this where Sealed is right now? Is it that important?
I don't know. I have tended not to put that card in my deck. Mostly because I don't understand it.
We'll play a yellow infectious
I
host.
definitely do that. I've lost sealed events for the fact that I just don't understand cards I don't put in my deck.
All right, let's see. Do we have any sneaky 3 blocks over here? That's a place to look, right?
Anthony says yes, I would.
The yellow?
Anthony says I would run it in Uzuri
Yellow brush off?
or versus Uzuri. Well, I'm not playing Uzuri.
Well, yeah, I don't exactly have my sideboard settled, do I? Do we get a sideboard in sealed, right?
Yeah, you get another hero before you pick your stack.
So I'll at least, have it as an option.
Oh, nice. This is nice. The yellow one can cancel out a Blood Rot. Blood Rot triggers the end, does 2.
Yeah, we're
You play
playing
brush
it.
off, and you're like, you know what? Nah,
We're
dog.
playing it. We're playing it.
One of
We're playing
these.
it. We're playing it. Yeah, brush it
The
off.
old Luke Skywalker.
We'll play it. Because 1 card for 2 damage
you know
is
what?
killer.
Brush off also very good against Benji.
There you
He
go.
plays a little 2-cost attack, and you're like,
Okay,
you know what?
we'll put it
Just
on our
brush it
sideboard
off.
there. Sideboard.
Brush it off.
Obviously, we're going to have to play this yellow, cut down to size. We're going to have to play this yellow, Distracted Deliberation.
Yeah, those are good cards.
Okay. I think I've got like 23 cards now. Great. All right, let's get
Hey,
our
we're getting closer.
let's get our curve here.
That's 15% closer.
$25 cards.
Alex Becker says, don't forget some of the traps you pulled are Ranger Assassin, so you can play them.
Well.
Gee Willikers.
But should I?
Damon Hart. Peacing out, saying I have to pause for a meeting. Well, we'll see you back
Oh,
here
a
in bit.
toxicity is going to get played.
Donald Kelly says, any card that blocks for 3 goes in for me, with the set doing less damage per card and fatigue being a real risk.
Absolutely. We got a yellow toxicity going in. We've got a red inertia trap. That's a 0 for 3, and it's a yeah. Let's go.
Make sure I'm not.
Is that
sleeping
20,
on some cards.
27? I think 27.
Oh yeah, I need to get my tokens out.
I feel like this is plenty good on a resource base. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Ugh. We could cut down to size blue, probably gets in there. Seek Horizon is so bad.
Do you have an extra spider's bite over there? Perchance per dream?
I don't know. I've only got
okay.
one. I think I'm gonna have to play these freewheeling cards.
Freewheeling. Ooh, the Renegades. You'd love to see it.
It's not good.
Fab Chili saying, Steven, do not play Blue Piece of Mine.
I'm playing it.
He's on it.
I'm playing it. It's 2 for 6. It's 2 cards for 6 with the Seeker stuff. It's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna make hard choices. Like this Ravenous Rabble is most of the time gonna be like a 0 for 2 go again. It's like, why? Are the cards just that
Well,
bad?
the 0 for... Are you playing Ragni? Or Zuri?
Arachne? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 0 for 2.
Maybe 0 for 1.
Mm-hmm. Who wants that?
Are these feisty locals worth playing at all?
I
No,
like
you-
the feisty locals.
But you just take the yellows. I mean, you just take 2 damage for
Yeah.
a card, and you're like, yeah, cool. That sucks for you. Bad exchange.
Yeah, I mean, they just finished the chain, right? Do 2.
Yeah, but I would rather it just be a blocking card.
Well, yes, but there's only so many 3 blocks.
All right, I'll do a yellow spring load 1 for 4.
Dude, Spring Load's the jam.
Acceptable. Okay. We've got feisty locals versus freewheeling renegades.
I like feisty locals way better. If I were choosing. Because if I block with a 3 on Renegades, it does 0. If I block with a 3 against feisty, I take 1. If I don't block, I take 2.
All right, because the block value also matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is way better. This card is garbage.
It's so bad. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like the red one's particularly fine because it's like a 1 for 4. It's also if they don't block, like if you finish a chain with it and they don't block it, it's really bad.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right?
Yeah. But there are definitely situations too where like you play it and I'm like, okay, I'll block with a card and take 0. And
Yeah.
we move along.
But also Edison Worst is probably card for card.
It's not like unplayable, but
It's your 35th card.
feisty locals is definitely higher on my list.
Okay. All right, let's just see where we are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We can cut the blue piece of mind.
Yep. Clean 30.
So then we're basically on a... The weird thing, though, about these Seekers is you're kind of on the pitch of blue, prevent 3, opt 1, opt 1, opt 1. So that the red... You got to save 1 for the red piece of mind, ideally. So then, what is this? Pitch a yellow, block 2 damage?
That's right.
I guess. Okay. I'll play.
Most of the time it's... If you're having to block a 4... and you can send a 3 and pitch instead of losing a card. Like, cards as a resource in this set are irrelevant.
Like, because of fatigue stuff?
And not because someone's intentionally fatiguing you, but if you're basically wasteful with your card usage...
Oh, I'm never wasteful.
You can run out of your cards. Like...
Okay, so then should I just play more cards? Should I be playing
Maybe.
these yellow renegades?
I think if you're on Uzuri, then probably.
I'm not on Uzuri.
I mean, Ragni, sorry.
I'm on Arachne.
Yeah.
So why am I doing that? If I'm on Arachne?
Because most of your cards block for 3. And so you can block 3, send daggers. And in instances where, like, I'm sending 6, you would rather just block 3, send a dagger, than take damage and send something back. Because he's not going to send a lot of big threatening things.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sort of waiting for your pumps.
But all of my stuff blocks for 2, aside from the cards I actually want to play.
I don't know. This stuff blocks 3, right?
You don't think I want to play that?
Generics don't, but like all these things block for 3 too. Okay. Like 80% of your cards.
Dude, let's
block
throw the renegades in. See how they play.
All right.
Let's get a little time under the hood.
Fastest way to get there.
All right, let's just get a game in. Haven't seen anything about the set. Don't know how I'm gonna win. Don't have a game plan.
It's definitely different math.
I'm just gonna do math and hope that it works out in the end. And here we go.
In the end. I have 2 daggers, but you can only see 1.
Can you give me a little Arachne card?
Where did he go? There he is.
Ponder. Oh, here's some spider's bites. You need one?
Yep. Double dagger.
I'm gonna do Nerve Scalpel because it looks good.
Clearly.
And well, I need all these little blood rot, pox.
Yeah, I have one of each over here too.
Okay, cool. That's what we need.
I swear, there's the other ones over here. Okay. Show blood rot.
One pool down. All right. First sealed pool. Fun. This feels fundies.
It is fun.
And it also feels like there's a lot of weird little tricks. Like a lot of weird little hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Like, ah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is definitely the reality of it to me is that we don't have a wizard.
Yeah, thank God.
And we don't have an illusionist. So the game is more fundamental. Fun emphasized. Fun. The mental.
Let's get into it.
Do you have a frailty token, actually? I thought I had one, but I think I sniped it for... Yeah, it's right here on this weapon.
We'll see. Hold on, I gotta line
Fab
up.
Chili saying this set is really fun.
So, if I see you as Uzuri, I presume you might have a decent amount of reactions. So, Nerve Scalpel is the play.
Well, she has a reaction printed on her card.
No, I just mean like I know Assassin has those.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of those pumpies.
I think.
Are you not shuffling? Are you not sleeving?
No. I got time for that.
Okay, I won't sleeve either then. No, I don't want to. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll do it. There's nothing really super valuable in here? No. It just feels off. I can't do this. This is awful. I'm going to get out my Dragon Shield Golds.
The old off yellow brown.
That Red Ravenous isn't even that good. Like, I've got a lot of blues and yellows in here.
It's I mean,
Let's go again.
Even a... So one thing I think you'll find in the set is when you get a moment where you have a full hand, it's really hard to play it out.
Oh,
So,
says you.
like in the past sets, Ninja and Illusionist had a really easy time playing out their whole hand. The set before that, what was the set before that? It's been so long.
Dynasty? Uprising?
No,
Dynasty and
Aria.
Uprising are the same in my head.
Aria, yeah,
Also.
they should be. So like in Aria, I feel like specifically Briar and Lexi had an easy time playing out big hands.
Very easy.
And so sometimes you're just looking at a hand here, and it's like, I mean, I can send a 2 for 6. I have a card in arsenal. I have 2 cards left in hand. So in that case, Rabble is actually really good, even if it is a 0 for 2, just because you can actually do things with your hand.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Marcus
Fine.
says, "Hello, boys.
What's
We
up,
playing
Marcus?
Outsiders Limited."
What's up? Yes. Let's have a first take.
Did you see Wade Jones' comment?
What did Wade say?
It was so funny to me.
Old school, no sleeves, wrapped in a rubber band, played on asphalt. That's right.
That's right.
It's old fashioned. That
I-
first edition Charizard just
I have
laid
done
down
that,
on the
yeah.
playground.
Boom. It was my oldest brother's 40th birthday last night. Went out to dinner, and he was telling a story about my Uncle Charlie, who a lot of times would buy like baseball card packs for them. And I was telling, you said Charizard, so I was telling a story about the time that he bought us packs for my birthday, and I got a Charizard, and it was crazy. It was like one of the highlight moments of my entire life. But he, when my brother was younger, was really into baseball cards, and his favorite player at the time was Ken Griffey Jr.
Me too, dude. I had a poster.
And he, like, Daniel was like super researched on the price and value of all the cards and stuff. But apparently my uncle bought 2 packs, and they each opened a pack that they were going to keep, right? And Daniel opened his pack, and it's whatever. And then Uncle Charlie opens his pack, and it's got a rookie King Griffey Jr. card in it. And Daniel, he's telling a story last night, and Daniel's like, in his head thinking like, oh, that, and he says like, oh, that's my favorite player. Oh my God. And in his mind, he's thinking, you're going to give me this rookie card. And then Uncle Charlie's just like, cool. And
I got it.
my Uncle Charlie had the game room that was the artist, previously known as the game room that became the movie barn, which is where we played a lot. And he had like a display case of baseball cards that were for sale. So for like years, the Ken Griffey Jr. card is in the display case that my brother has to see every time he's down there.
So good.
And then I think he eventually sold it to some random person. But I thought that was just like a hilarious moment.
You, Steven. Do we know the odds here? Is it going second always the best?
I generally think going second is better
Yeah, I'll go second.
at all points in life.
Colin's saying you didn't expect me to go with Arachne too few red stealth cards. Well, I had too few red arrows, and I had too few ninja cards that mattered. I had too few good cards.
You can see the problem here.
Yeah. I maybe could have made Ranger work. I don't know. I didn't have any pumps, really. Like 1 pump. All right, how do we play this game?
Carefully.
Been playing a lot of sorcery, so... All right, hit me.
Let's send a spider's bite. Can you have tokens somewhere?
Jesse tokens available now. TeamCommando.com. Zach, this is like already so annoying. What do? Do you block the first? You get a refresh on the cards?
Depends on what you value a card at.
Not 1, but if it's coming back into my hand.
Yeah.
And I got to think, how good is my return volley here? This is not. That's not.
That's not. This isn't.
This isn't. Okay. And then it makes all my blocks bad.
Your attacks that block.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll give you a card. How about that?
All right. We like it.
Oof. You're going to do it again, though, right?
I can't tell you. I'm gonna do something. Who's to say, really? David C saying you definitely block the daggers first turn. Because if you don't, if I dagger and then send like a 6 damage attack, you know. Ooh, spring load. We like it. Well, check this hot number out. Blue isolate. 1 damage, dominate.
But you can turn it into anything you want.
Well, I can turn it to anything in my hand. Yeah.
Dumb. That's dumb. It doesn't have go again?
No, not yet.
Well, I gotta overblock it.
It's got dominate.
Okay, so I block it with 1 card.
The best you can.
Why are you like this? Why do I already hate this?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just is what I is.
A yam, what a yam. How about a 3 there?
Okay. Go to reaction step?
Yeah.
Let's react with Uzuri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Love it.
I'm going to banish an attack. You have a moment.
Pass.
All right, it's going to replace this on the chain.
What's it say?
Yellow Death Touch, 5 damage. If it hits, I can create a Frailty, Inertia, or Blood Rot Pox token under your control.
Okay. I'm going to crack 2 Seekers.
Yes, you are.
Opt 1. Are they all going to resolve?
Yeah, you can let them resolve.
Am I supposed to be stacking the bottom of my deck? Like, is that... Are we going to get there?
We probably will get there. Yeah.
Shoot.
Dang it.
All right, let's hop that down. Hold on. This is a good card.
David's saying I'm tapping the wrong direction and it hurts.
What's a Frailty do?
Your weapons are -1 and your attacks from arsenal are -1. But I would definitely not give you... Oh, you're trying to give me a Frailty. I get it.
Okay.
Olidas says, or are we backwards?
Okay. I'll leave that there.
All right.
Block 5.
You covered her up.
Yeah.
We will arsenal pass. Still wasn't so bad. I just got rid of 2 equipment on turn 1.
You didn't do that. I did that.
I see how that works. Interesting.
Okay. Well.
Just for you. Wow, no kindness for the first game of the set. I'm here to party.
Got a full hand. Okay. Let's do this then. How about this? Let's go Spider Bite.
Oh. Take 1.
Okay. Now, what are you going to do? I know exactly what you're going to do. I do. I really do.
Do you?
Yeah. You're going to block, but you've taken the Spider Bite. So let's throw an Isolate in here with Stealth, Go Again, Dominate there, all that stuff.
For 3?
For 3.
All right. I will block 3. If you sent that other one, it would have actually been really bad.
That's what I'm saying, right? So we gotta figure it out. I'll just give it +1.
I'll take 1.
Yeah. And then I've got to decide how important an arsenal is here. And get a card out of your hand, guaranteed. Or I can save this.
The only thing that's for sure is nothing's for sure.
I mean, the thing is, it doesn't... Now or later, 1 card versus 1. You could well not play those 3 cards, but you didn't block the Spider's Bite. So that makes me think you could maybe string them together. Sometimes Arsenal isn't that good, really.
Sometimes.
All right, sure. How about this? How about a Blue Infect?
For 1?
Mm-hmm. All these cards are awful. They're so bad. I feel like I'm slapping a...
can't you see? I'll block it.
And am I as the assassin player? Well, we're both assassins, but are we supposed to be kind of the fatigue class where we just swing the weapons twice and then block?
I think we can be.
Because like this was not worth doing at all.
Yeah. I think because of all the 3 blocks and the inefficiency of most heroes, that like you can get to that stage, but if it's your primary goal, I think you probably lose.
Okay, so do it, but don't intend to do it.
Yeah, like you have to read when it actually is happening. We're gonna Spider's Might pitching 2 reds.
I hate these daggers. Oh, that's cool for me. Good.
Yeah, it's very bad for me. I had an all red hand with no stealth attacks.
What happens? Just take one?
Just one?
And then you got a banger from downtown. And if my hand is full of attacks, it just is annoying me.
Yeah, like if I had a red Death Touch, I could make a -1 here and play it free, you know. Kind of...
But I can't give you a card for 1. It's not in my DNA, Zach. I can't even conceive of it.
I think 99.99% of the time, you just don't block it. Just not worth it.
I'm not going to block it.
Take 1.
But then there's the 1% time that you're about to...
Yeah, I'll pass.
Can I even play these cards? Maybe I should have blocked it if I can't. Oh, right, I've got the daggers.
That's one strategy.
Right. Okay. Okay. Swing.
Oh, people saying you started with too much health.
Oh, am I supposed to have 19? Yeah.
And we were swinging.
Swing dagger.
Yeah, dog, I'm going to take 1.
Okay, cool. I'll leave that on the chain there. That's resolved, you know, as they say.
As they say, kids.
All right, we'll pitch a blue for a little nerve scalpel for 1 there. How about that? We should sleeve that. That's a majestic. That's a foil majestic. I don't know.
The foil majestics are much rarer this set. Oh, thanks. Oh my god.
It's fine there. That's good.
It's probably better if you don't sleeve it, actually. All right, so I'll block here. So the -1 applies to this. I'm blocking for 2.
Okay. So hit. Okay. How about a Freewheeling Renegades for 5 there? Unless you defend it. But the attack, of course, would be -1.
Well, this is the only one that's -1.
At least be 1 in. Is it just the next one?
Yes, it's the next one.
Yeah.
He got it.
So it forces a 3-block attack out of your hand.
Block with a 2.
Okay. So you take 1.
Take 1.
Okay. Arsenal this baby. This bad boy.
Now this is pod racing.
This is the kind of limited environment I can get behind, dude. This is absolute scrappers.
It is the scraps.
I feel like I'm building a robot out of spare parts.
Alright, Red Wither. If it hits, create a frailty token. No go again.
And frailty means all my stuff's worse. Just
your weapons are
generally.
-1, and your arsenal attacks are -1.
Okay, but it doesn't have go again.
Nope.
But you've got 2 cards floating effectively.
Yep. What could it be?
Oof. Oof. No, that's a bad timing for these cards. No.
No.
No. Frailty makes my daggers not work.
That is true.
Okay. What about... Oh, no. Okay. Understood. Got it. I'll pass.
Good reaction?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
You got no reactions there, huh?
Not yet. If you let the frailty hit, I'll let you have it.
What a weird hand. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna do something stranger because I'm playing the long game, you see? Playing the long game. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play Peace of Mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna pitch 2 reds for that.
Ooh. All right. I'll have a reaction.
Yeah.
Uzuri. I'll banish this face down. I should make him resolve.
Sure.
Turns into a humble for 5. If it hits, you lose all abilities.
What are my abilities? Stealth?
No, your abilities are in your first stealth card gains go again.
Oh, that's okay.
So hitting for 5?
Well, 1.
Well, yes.
Effectively. Yeah. You hit me for 1.
Take 1. Over to you.
Just awful. It's awful. I don't know, man. Have a feisty locals for 2 there.
Take 2.
Yeah, okay.
They're good.
Pass.
They're feisty. All right. We're going to play a Looking for Scraps, pitching a blue. And it says, as it cost to play Looking for Scraps, I can banish a card with 1 base attack from my graveyard. If I do, it gains +1 and go again. So I'm going to banish Prowl. So this is now coming in for 4 with go again.
And that's all?
That's all it's doing. I have to banish a 1 attack or less from my graveyard.
Okay.
Oh, you have a Ponder token.
Right. It
It doesn't matter if you already have a card in Arsenal, though.
Really?
But you played it on my turn, so then your turn comes. You played your thing. Your feisty locals.
Oh, hold on. We gotta do that differently then. Don't be feisty with the locals. We'll swing this for 1.
I'll take
Instead.
1 instead.
And then we'll come in with an Infectious Host for 3. Because I have no idea which of these was correct. We'll just re-randomize them, put them on the top. Yeah, I forgot that Peace of Mind is good.
Yeah, Ponder token helps. Okay, let's back this train up.
Back it up, back it in.
So I took the 1 from the dagger, and then I'll just take 3. I'll make this simple.
Easy. Under, and then this just goes here, right? But I get to see it, obviously. Okay. We love it.
Okay. Let's go Spider's Bite for 1.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yes. Oof. Okay, Spider's Bite for 1. Biker mice from Mars. Terminate them. I'll take 1.
Okay. We'll do this thing again. It's coming in for 4 with go again. Attacks are -1.
What's the tokens do again? Are these all of them?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also Frailty, which is here.
Okay. Sometimes that Ponder just puts a absolute
brick in your
brick. It's a freaking brick. I gotta find a way to play this card now. This is the stupidest thing. Why did I ponder? It's like you pondered and you came up with a bad idea.
He did not think well enough.
It's like playing with the worst deck you could even have built.
What you want to show the team at hand?
It's not horrible. I just have to play it. I gotta find a way to go again into it.
Yep, go again both into your stealth attacks.
What stealth attacks?
Well, that's a problem.
Okay, I'm gonna not block that, and I'm gonna pass the reaction step to you.
I'll pass.
All right, let's go inertia trap. It does have Gyarados, so you get an inertia token, and I will take one.
All right, that's gonna change my game. So, I suppose we will play a red come to fight
Cool.
into a prowl. So it's just 5 damage attack.
5 damage. Let's block 3 and take 2.
You got it.
I hate using good cards to block, but it's like all the good cards are the block 3s.
It's like they did that on purpose.
There's no way we're gonna kill each other. It's not possible.
Hey man, I've seen Stranger Things.
All right, red destructive, 2 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Putting a toxicity down there. Just got the stack in mind. I got 8 deep so far.
Block 5. Shocking, I know.
Did you inertia yourself, right? Did that
yeah,
all resolve?
yeah.
Okay.
Feisty locals for 3. If you block, it's a 5. Look at us go.
What's happening? It's just 3. That's it?
Yeah, but if you block, it gets +2.
And you got 1 card in hand?
Uno card.
Uno Cardo.
Marcus Brown saying, no, you'll get there, Steven. Trust me. The daggers are hard to block.
Okay. Well, what if I did this? I'll declare no defense. And then,
React me?
no, hold on. Is this better as a dagger swing or a prevention of damage? Huh. Well. We've got ourselves a question mark. I think I'm supposed to just churn these daggers.
Dagger.
But I could really try to like. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. This is it. And then, oh no. Hold on, I gotta pay money for stuff. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you work that out.
It's a new set, man. It's a new set.
Take your
It's a new set.
Enjoy.
Hurry up, take your time. You know, there's not a lot to spend money on here. What else might I spend money on? Card for 2, or no card for 1. Well, that seems pretty obvious, doesn't it? I could brush this off. Take 1. Send back Infect. Spike with Frailty. Or I could hold this and get an Arsenal card, which actually is probably the best thing. Or is Blood Rot plus Frailty not as good as one or the other, like at a different time? What's Frailty do, everybody? What? I gotta keep track of 7 different freaking statuses here. Goodness gracious. Can't you just tell me on the card? What's Frailty? Is that the minus weapon one? Frailty. Wait, I don't even have the. I don't even have the card. On the back of this. Frailty. What's Frailty do? Minus weapon one. Okay, minus weapon, minus arsenal. Okay. So we do kind of want to double stack that. I think we're taking 3. That can't be right. Did I take the dagger already? Oh, action card is +2, so we can't block it. I could block it here, but that's not good. Okay, so I can't block this. Congratulations, Zach. I'm taking 3. And then I'm going to throw the Infect, Spike with Frailty. Or do we do Backstab, Spike with Frailty, Infect? I mean, that's the question. How many eggs are we putting in baskets here? I think we guarantee the spike with the backstab. That's exactly what we do. That's how we play smart. That's how we play smart there. And then we go into feisty locals. And then we throw the infect down, force a card next turn. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We've got it, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Steven Show, everybody. This is the new show we're starting. Just me, a pile of cards in front of me, no opponent, and it's just a 10, 15-minute talk show where we talk about the topics of the day. Special guest Jonathan here in the background.
Hello.
Gotta tell you, man, just staring into the void.
Just looking at that big black circle, huh?
Just right there. It's just
Zach
a
just walked off.
It's just I swear that he brushes his teeth literally 4 to 5 times a day because this whole Invisalign thing, it's never gonna
I'll tell you
end.
2 things.
Oh, hey Zach.
I've never seen the Invisalign.
Never.
Nor.
Although
has
given
it
the
ever
name,
ended.
given the name of it, that is
You're
somewhat
not
to be
supposed to see it.
expected.
That is a selling point, I guess.
It's like saying you didn't see the Invisible Man. It's like, well, yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying that, well, my dentist keeps saying I need to go another 6 months or whatever. I think he just has to brush his teeth all the time.
I think it's like whenever you go to trivia night and you don't know the answer, so you go to the bathroom, so you can go
I agree. That's what it is.
Yeah, anytime he's about to make a bad play, he hopes that you're holding your cards up and he looks at the live.
I just
what
go
it is.
into the stream and look.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Steven Show is just me talking to a random person behind the camera.
Yeah,
That's the whole
that's
thing.
all right. Hammy, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, hey, I'm not going to block this. I'm taking 3. Pass.
All right.
Arsenal pass.
I'm gonna turn that on.
Pass Arsenal.
That's right.
Backstab, go again. No D reacts.
No block.
Spike or Frailty.
Take 5. Get a frailty token. It hurts everywhere.
I see locals for 2.
1 card in hand.
1 card.
Block 2.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. He gets +2.
Yes, right.
Don't do that. Don't do
Don't
that.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh. No block. Go to reactions. Well, inertia trap. Just blocks 3.
Okay.
It's a reaction. So, wait. Is it any card from hand?
Action
Action
card.
card. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and what does that Frailty do?
-1 to my attacks from Arsenal and my daggers. It's pretty good.
Yeah, good.
We're gonna play a Seek Rise in Red from Arsenal. We will put a card on top of my deck. So it's got -1 from the Frailty. It's coming in for 3 with Gogan.
Okay, wait a minute now.
Wait, I put the wrong card.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Got him. I realized I had the card I meant to put on top still in my hand. It's like, what is this?
Okay, so what you're saying is...
Oh, wait. Someone might have called me out on something. Yeah, I can't direct the backstab, but I can direct the feisty local.
Yeah, it's not like for the rest of the chain
Yeah,
world,
it's just for
right?
that attack.
Just that attack, okay. Oof, what am I going to do with all this non-money?
A classic, really.
Okay, so we could throw there, we could throw here, but it's like, it's a 2 for 5, or, yeah, okay, 2 for 5, got it. Or I could just block 3 here. Do I want to do 3 or do I want to block 3?
Sounds like Shakespeare to me. To block 3 or not block 3?
I don't like, I mean, I don't feel like blocking. What is wrong with me?
You've been infected. Got a case of the aggro.
And then I don't want to play that yet. I'm going to block 3. Pass. Take 3.
Boom. Sedate for 3. If it hits, you get an inertia token.
Do you have a react for it? What's an inertia?
Inertia is at the end of your turn, cards in arsenal in hand go to the bottom of your deck.
End of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll block that one. Try. Block that for 3.
Arsenal.
Got it.
Let's go play.
Okay. Rabble red, showing you a blue, coming in for 2. It's a blue wither. I think he's a Bill Withers.
Wither what? Coming in for 2.
Yeah, the worst result.
Could do that.
This environment is insane. Is this what the games are like?
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's awesome. It's grindy.
It is grindy. It's great.
Let's go spring load for 5. 1 float.
Seems good. We'll block 3 with a come to fight.
I didn't even see that card in my pool. That's a good card.
That is a good card.
All right, take 2. Yeah,
Down to 3.
Call you in the morning.
We will not be getting into a fatigue.
You don't think so?
I mean, I'm at 3 health, so
I might get us there.
we're about daggered out.
But, yeah. I'm about to hit my stack.
Oh, can't you see? We'll go Spider's Bite
I hate that card.
for 1.
I hate that card.
Good.
So, can you kill me here? Can you do 7?
Maybe. Depends on if you block or not.
Miserable. Miserable. And it's got the piercing thing, so I can't block with equipment.
That's right.
All right, I'll take 1. Pass.
What?
I'll pass.
No block. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, dagger pumps?
Let's pay 1 for short and sharp. Plus 2 to a dagger.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Got him. Then we'll play a sedate. If it hits, you get inertia. It's also stealth, so you never know what's coming down the pipe.
What's an inertia?
Into your turn, your cards in hand and arsenal go to the bottom of your deck.
That's fine.
But I can switch it out for basically anything in my hand.
I'll block for 1.
How many cards in here?
4.
It's got to be right. Who's right?
Mm.
Let's banish this face down to get a chance to do stuff.
Pass.
Virulent Touch. Can't be played from hand. When it resolves, if it's defended by a card from hand, you get a Blood Rot.
So I'll take 3.
Mm-hmm.
You got no cards in hand?
Mm-hmm. Josh asking if we got the God Box. We did not.
Yeah. I'll go to 1.
We like this, Doc. Just don't kill me.
All right. Let's Spider's Bite for 1. Is it even? I mean, is it even? I mean, is it just like, are we just feeling each other's energy here? Because like, it could be anything.
Yeah.
We could just lose.
I'm gonna go no black, but I will pay 1 here.
Okay.
We'll opt 1. Leave that bad boy right there.
That bad boy. Bad bunny. All right.
No money, no family.
Let's go infect blue there for 1.
Would go again?
Yeah, go again, hits blood rot there, which would kill you, of course.
Well, it wouldn't kill me, but
Well, if this hits, it's 3 damage.
block 3.
Yeah. Interesting. Block 3, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You got any of them reactions, you think? I guess I should have hit with the nerve scalp if I was worried about that.
That would have been a thing to hit with. Yeah. Obsidian saying, Fab is back, baby. I am glued to this match.
Man, you know, I think you've got to have it. All right, let's spike with blood rot there. Wait, no, wait. I've already done that. I've already passed that. Wither for 3. It might get spiked, it might not. You know, you never know. You never know. I forgot it's a double blood rot. It's not ideal there.
Wait, that would give me double blood rot? That's so good.
Wait, does it make 2 or is it a one time? It's not an on off?
You can stack them deep and sell them cheap.
But don't you think that it's better for me to throw the wither, and then if you block with 1 card, I just win the game off of the 1 for 3? Either way.
Well, so I have 2 cards, right?
Yeah. So if you have the reaction, you have to have it either direction. If you don't have it here, you lose because I react there. If you don't have it here, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go here. Go take that to 4.
Yeah, I'll take 1.
And then get 2 blood rods. 2 blood rods.
2 blood rot, yeah.
Well, I can just like stop now, right?
You could. Why would you? If you take another card out of hand, I can definitely not pay. I can pay both these off if you stop.
Oh, you can pay for them?
You pay 3 or take 2.
Oh, right. So now we got to get another card out of your hand.
Yeah, but you get a card out of my hand,
Yeah.
and then it's over to me, and I have to either kill you or die. So
Wait, don't those pop now?
End of my turn.
Oh.
But there's no way.
Okay, yeah,
with
that's
a
fine.
single card.
Yeah, I shouldn't be able to. Did you take a... And you blocked this, right? You blocked it all. Okay. Got it. I know what those 4 cards are.
Right on the travel, reveals a red, coming in for
Of
4.
course it does.
I saw that card.
Okay, so number 1 rule of Fight Club is just don't die here.
Block 4, I die.
Okay. Well, let's block 3, and then let's pitch and
Boom.
prevent 1.
I pass, end round, the blood rot takes me to hospital.
Sick. Fun. Let's do another pool.
In it to win it. All right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this is something different.
It is way different, and it's good.
This is like a
You got those packs somewhere.
this is a weird format.
It's very good. I will say drafting it is also very good.
It's like I do feel like I'm down in the underground, like a slugfest. There's no fanciness here. This is just hurting people
And like giving them diseases and weird reactions.
inefficiently. It's just like it's not like I've got a sword and I'm good with it. It's like
it's very like back alley rugged fight
okay.
instead of like whatever else we've been doing. Obsidian, that grin on Steven's face. It says, "Are people seeing what just happened?"
okay.
My turn 2, I drew the Uzuri Majestic, but I drew no stealth cards and all reds.
Ouch.
So my hand was like,
Ouch.
I basically couldn't do anything. It was a rough time.
Man, this definitely it feels like one of those it's one big moment is one turn is going to seal these games.
I mean, it's the crazy thing is, it is very much about incremental advantage. But then, if you can create these moments of, like the blowout moments you're talking about,
Yeah.
it's humongous.
Joshua, Riptide is somebody I want to play very much. Am I going to stop playing Azalea? Of course. I'll give her a spin. I don't know. It's just like,
She's good.
is it just too easy now? I don't know. It's just too easy.
She's way more consistent than she used to be.
Yeah. That's weird. I just accept that about my psychology and whatever degeneration it signals in me as a human being.
And it does that. So
There's still so many cards I haven't seen.
yeah, most of them. Let me see. You saw a good number of commons, I guess.
Okay. I love these, like, the way that they can make these generic cards always interesting is weird.
Yeah, and
It's like Freewheeling Renegades is like, I have to block it, but I don't want to.
it's also different amounts of interesting and different ways of being interesting depending on the hero you're playing. Like the cards all work somehow with everything, but in somewhat different ways.
Dude, and like just like cards like Spring Load, just, well, here's a way to do that. Do you think they have the whiteboard with like all possible player conditions? No cards, 1 card in hand, 2 card in hand, 3 card in hand,
Maybe.
4 card in hand. Banish pile, empty, banish pile, 1 card, banish pile, 2 card. You could just print a million different cards that are looking at those exact.
Yeah, they just look at all those variables you already have in the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. I got a foil amnesia.
Is that good?
It's just a majestic, but it looks cool.
What's Amnesia do?
When it hits a hero, cards and tokens they own lose and can't gain names until the start of the next turn.
Can it gain names?
Mhm. It's like the ninja stuff.
I gotta learn so much. I
That's a
gotta
lose name. So like
keep track of
head jab
everything.
is not head jab anymore, basically.
Okay. So things that say like Gust Wave
Yeah.
that don't say Gust Wave anymore because
Good
it's the
into
name.
ninja.
What a fun game this is.
It is very good. It's very good.
It hits in the depths.
I'm standing like the back of the box cam here. Let's at least do that.
All right, yeah, let's go top down here.
Look at that. This is a. So when you think about drafting, like Red Rabble and Red Come to Fight are very good. So them being 2 of the first 3 cards I saw in this pack, it's like, whoa. Sealed means I got to keep them.
And
all.
you're saying I should be playing Red Seek Horizon?
Yeah.
A 2 card for 4?
It's not. It's a 1 card for 4. You just finish the turn with it. It's a 0 for 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah. The go again's fine. I mean, it lets you play big hands, right? The go again if you are so inclined, but
Yeah.
that's not the feature.
It can matter for
That's a-
Azalea, kind of.
That's a bonus more than it is.
Red Brush Off. This is getting better. It's not good though. It's maybe you bring this in with do you maybe you always play it just because all the cards are so bad. But like against Azuri, I guess they swap in the 2 for 6. You blocked 3, you cover it up, everything's
Well,
fine.
if you use that for 3, that's
Well,
the
you
tough part of
defend
that.
for 3,
That's
then
the
they
tough
use
part.
Zuri a thing in, and then you brush off in response.
Yeah, but if
I
you
don't know.
defend for 3 and have brush off in your hand and I don't use it, now you're just stuck on a brush off.
Yeah, it's just like brush off. Like, why is this? Okay, now we know what we're looking for a little bit. Here's Descendant Gust Wave. If Surging Strike was the last attack, it's 1 less and has +2. This card's so good.
It is so good.
Ooh, Red Falcon Wing. Yeah, here we go. These are the cards we want. Aim counter +1. This is a great Riptide card.
Yep. Riptide?
Dude, Riptide.
Riptide.
Yeah. Red Infect. This is great.
Do my arrow check. How many red arrows do I have?
W Duo. When this hits, the next attack search card with 2 or less base you play gains +2. Now, if you Benji this, does the +2 make it now blockable? Or
If-
is
if
it
the
base?
thing goes above 2. Benji only cares about the actual value it is currently, not the base.
Not the base.
Yeah.
Even though they change the base sometimes, drives me crazy.
Yeah, but like Deadly Duo, if you play the yellow one, it's really good in Benji because the 2 is unblockable from hand. And then the next thing you do is +2, so that's when you'll hit like a Seek Horizon for 6
Of
or
course.
something. Yeah.
Of course. That makes total sense. Whoa, man, these are whoa. I've got good cards. Plunge 1 for 3 there. Assassin Ninja, great. We're getting the dads here. Wreck Havoc. Is it not supposed to be Wreak Havoc? Defense reactions can't be played when it hits. Turn a card in their arsenal face up. Destroy a D react in their arsenal. Oh, that's not good. But it's a 2 for 6. I guess you play it.
It's not good.
It's a 2 for 6 though. Mask of Malicious Manifestations. How many masks do these? Wait, this isn't a ninja mask. Put a card from your hand or arsenal on the bottom of your deck. Destroy. Reveal a card from the top until you reveal an attack action card. Put it into your hand. Shuffle. Oh, that's nice. Probably use it to block a lot, but that's really nice.
Yeah. The masks.
And then a Withering Shot. Use me. Interesting. Any good Bill Withers jokes out there?
You were ready.
Okay.
Man, Ninja's so hard in a sealed environment.
Red Spring Load, love to see that. Blue, ooh, Red Infecting, good. Yellow Head Jab, it's kind of right in the middle. It's funny, right? Is that funny? No? Okay. Virulent Touch, Assassin Ranger, red, good. Love to see it. Red Amnesia, Majestic, 2 for 6, block 3, yes. Love it.
That's why that was the foil I pulled.
Lace with Inertia, red, Ranger. Next arrow is +3 and creates an Inertia. Let's go, Ranger. Fleetfoot Sandals. Target attack of 1 or less gains go again. Fine. Acceptable. Hey, man, this pull's great. It's looking all eyes on Ranger. All eyes on Ranger.
I like to hear that.
Well, 2 packs so far.
It'll start somewhere.
Freewheeling Renegades red, okay, acceptable. Feisty Locals, not great. It's got the peripheries, good red Ranger card. I'll just even put it in the Ranger stack. You like water, fine. Yellow Malign, okay. Red Sedation Shot, good Ranger. Another Virulent Touch, love it. Plunge, Assassin Ninja. Pendulum Trap, ooh. When this defends and the attacking hero has played or activated a reaction, this chain link. Put the top 2 cards of the deck into their graveyard. Ugh. Fine. Whatever. It's not good. Toxic Tips. Destroy. Next attack gains. When this is hero, create a frailty. Wait, all of them? Oh, or
Next attack. Yeah.
go again. Bloodbraid. Yeah, this is good. That's really, really good. It's definitely looking Ranger. Yes, yes, yes. Riptide, 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 Riptide. Give me some traps. Give me some Riptide, dogs. Freewheeling. Red Feisty, love it. Another red brush off, gross. Yellow Skybound. Yellow Razors. Ooh, red Descendant Gustwave, good.
Aaron Clark, Zach, was that an old fashioned? Must be nice on a Wednesday afternoon. It was not an old fashioned.
Is that a Metropolitan, I think?
I don't know the name of the drink, but it was good. It was more citrusy than an old fashioned.
Widowmaker, great card. Inertia Trap, great. Pearl. Additional cost, you may pay 1. If you do, it gains when it attacks. Target dagger does 1 damage, target hero. If damage out the dagger, destroy the dagger. Oh, you can throw your dagger, dog.
Oh yeah, Hurl.
Ah!
There's a legendary chess piece that lets you do some crazy stuff with daggers.
This is awesome. So swing for 1, go again. Target dagger deals the damage, is considered to have dealt, so you get the benefit of your weird little daggers.
Yep.
And then you destroy it. And that's a great use of the second dagger, which almost never gets used.
Yeah. There's a way to get daggers out of your arsenal as well.
I know a way to get you. Wait,
Like-
daggers out of your arsenal?
Out of your sideboard.
Out of your sideboard?
There's a
You keep
dagger.
saying weirder words every time. This
There's a dagger tossing.
from the not in play cards? How can you throw it if it's not in play?
I'll show you.
I'll show you. It says it right there on the card.
Turns out the cards can do whatever they want.
Blue, yeah, cut down the size. Yellow Piece of Mind, fine.
All right, Assassin Ninja arms. It's called Flick Knives equipment.
Okay.
Blocks for 1. Blade breaks, so you block with it goes away. And then it says once per turn attack reaction, 0 cost. Target dagger you control that isn't on the active chain deals 1 damage to target hero. If it is dealt this way, the dagger has hit destroy the dagger. We're not done yet.
So you control it even if it's in your sideboard?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Let's start there. You can
Okay.
basically just onboard equipment that destroys the dagger and does the damage and gets the hits back. But then,
Okay.
let me find it.
Double toxic tips, not awesome.
There's a blue card called Concealed Blade. 0 cost. Assassin Ninja attack reaction. Target assassin or ninja attack reaction card gains, or action card gains +1. And when this hits, equip a dagger from your inventory.
Cool. Cool, man.
So you just load them up.
They're doing it. They're really doing it.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Dude. Oh my gosh, it's here. It's here. We've done it. We've done it. We got 2 traps. We got Fletcher Redtail. Next air attack is +4. If it has an aim counter, red cards have -1. Dude. And then a Fisticuffs. Destroy target attack action gains +1. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
I think you probably... Do you play the mitts over that, though? Or the toxic tips? You play the toxic tips over that. Dude, I got arms for days. I got 4 arm equipments and 1 sandals. That is a bummer. Okay, we're playing Riptide. It's already done.
Did it.
We have actually good short and sharp and this kind of stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. Just don't think too hard about it. It's gone already. I mean, it's not even there.
Yeah, Sealed, I don't think you'd try to think too hard about it ever.
Okay, Virulent Touch. Oh, it's so good. We're running all of those. Oh, and I've got Headpiece too here. Good. Good for me. We agree that Toxic Tips is probably the one.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's got to be
It
good.
blocks for 1 as well, so it's really crazy.
Yeah, we gotta run that. And then the sandals. Okay, good. We got our equipment. This is gonna be a fun one. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one. I have a lot of cards I actually want to play.
That's good.
Bro.
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 Not
And
your
I've
bro,
got
bro.
good traps. Widowmaker. You know that song, right? It's one of your favorites.
Definitely. You know it. I have a tattoo, actually.
Just says Widowmaker on it.
Yeah.
Hilarious. As an idea, hilarious. You go home, you're like, Serena, check this out. I got this tattoo that says Widowmaker on it.
It's like right here.
What? You did what?
I'm the Widowmaker.
2, 3.
my name in high school,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I went to high school with you. It was not your nickname. Shh. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21 red cards I want to play, my bro.
That's a good step. Are you playing Ranger?
Yeah.
Good for you. Paul, welcome to the stream. Saying, what game is this? Flesh and Blood, the TCG, also known as Fab TCG. We're playing Sealed, so we open in 6 packs, building decks, and playing. Great way to play the game.
Any blue block 3s in here?
Very few of those in the set.
Oh, come to fight.
That be one.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, do we cut from here? Is yellow enough to power a deck?
The age-old question.
Let's see. Where's my Riptide card?
It's in the stack.
Dude, yellow's enough to power a deck. For sure.
That's what I was saying earlier.
So play a card from your hand, you put a card from hand face down into your arsenal. Okay, so cards that I want to play from hand are
Then
like
you-
traps, of course.
Then you aim counter, shoot it.
Yeah. So also anything like any upfront cards with go again are good.
Yeah.
So that I can go again into an arrow.
All those non-attack actions that pump cards from arsenal,
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah. So 3 Virulent Touches is awesome here.
Yeah, because you can put it in your arsenal easy.
Easy, easy, easy. Okay. So let's see what... So cards that are going to be good at this. For this, rather. Okay. I totally get this. I love this guy.
Riptide?
I love this guy. Cool. Okay. Well, with that in mind, let's see if we want to bring in any of these yellows that we didn't play.
I think yellows are weirdly playable.
Maybe yellow rabble in him is actually worth it.
Yeah, because you get the free.
I don't know about the blue rabble. That's pretty gutter. But I have a lot of reds. But it's still pretty guttural. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not good. Are we playing brush off? Can somebody convince me to play these cards? You can't, right? Okay.
I'm not even willing to make the attempt.
They're gone. All right.
I'm sure it's fine somehow.
4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Brent saying blue rabble always loads an arrow.
13, 14.
You can also just pitch a blue and load an arrow, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're playing Azalea, it's also fine. Because like you get to see the top card. Which means you can make informed decisions.
I have 36 cards here. Is that wrong?
No. Riptide's biggest issue is closing out games.
Okay,
as someone
cool.
in the chat said.
I'll play 36.
So the longer you give yourself to do that, the better.
I'll play 36. And we'll roll them up. Okay.
Anthony's saying you're the most vulnerable hero in the format to fatigue.
Okay, 36 it is.
Brent saying run it. Riptide wants it. I'm gonna see about opening this door.
What about 37? Is 37 enough?
I mean, it's more than 36.
Does Riptide just play all playables?
Good question.
So I'm vulnerable to fatigue because I don't have tricks to get damage through. That's why. I don't have tricks. Okay, I understand why that is. I don't have dominate. I don't have attack reactions. I have efficiency. So I'm going to bring in this destructive.
Nape asking who our favorite heroes are currently.
Riptide immediately.
I mean, in general, I think. Not even just that. Riptide's a good fine answer.
Oh, right now I'm still a Bolton guy.
A Bolton man?
Yeah.
You're getting back-to-back sets.
Yeah,
While
it's
I'm
good.
Drowning in my...
That must have been what it felt
desert.
like for you in the first 5 sets of the game.
man, I was loving
Pretty
it.
cool, pretty cool.
A little dry spell here.
Oh no.
3 or 4 sets in a row. We're going to get a new Runeblade in the next set, though.
Are we getting Shadow Runeblade? Yeah, we are.
Got to.
Is it going to be chain, you think?
Probably. I hope we get like this set where you get like the old hero redone and then also like something new. I'm a little afraid to see whatever the new Prism's gonna do. Her ability is just pitch a blue, win the game.
Wait, who's that?
If they do a new Prism. I just have such a
Hatred?
mildly strong PTSD from my experiences with her. There was a while I just couldn't beat her with Viscerai. Before Rosetta Thorn and Rebel and Trill and all those cards.
I don't have anything that the Fleetfoot Sandals can hit. Except for a blue feisty locals.
That doesn't even hit, does it? Isn't it 1 power on the Fleetfoot?
Yeah, but this has 1.
Oh, I thought it was a 2.
Destroy target attack by base of 1 or less, gains go again.
Robin Loxley, the next set is supplemental.
I'm gonna
Not
put
draft,
one,
but-
whatever.
From what we've been told, there's supposed to be 2 out of 3 sets this year are draftable, and 3 sets next year are draftable. Which I hope is true.
Put it into your hand and shuffle. Okay. Okay. Okay, please turn into a 50 hero, create a frailty and a obliterate. Okay. That's kind of cool. So I could like Toxic Tips into a Fleetfoot Sandals, 1 attack, go again. And it's like, gotta block it. It has go again. That's annoying. Okay, let's get into it. Game 2. Fight. It's amazing how much this set just immediately kind of, you're just in it. It's there.
Even Steven?
Even Steven. I haven't seen a real like bomb, like, oh my gosh kind of stuff, you know?
It's very scrappy. And like your card, like I said, card count matters because if you just block too much, you will run out of cards.
Oh, I get a quiver. That's right.
Yeah. Shiver.
What's my quiver?
It's the old boat.
Oh, the boat core. What does it do? It's the discard, put something on the bottom. My arsenal goes to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one over here probably somewhere. Thanks. All right, Driftwood Quiver. Destroy, put a card from Ross on the bottom of the deck. Just to clear it out? Why does this exist?
Sometimes he, I have no idea.
Wouldn't you just not do his ability? If you didn't want the card in Arsenal?
Maybe you put a card in Arsenal, but then you decide the cards you draw up are better. You know?
But it doesn't replace itself. It's just a net loss.
Yeah, I don't know.
Am I just bad at this?
I don't think so.
Does Hamilton know why? Hamilton wouldn't touch Riptide with a 10-foot pole. Dude.
I agree with you.
He wouldn't even think about Riptide.
Yeah. I'll go second, by the way.
Okay.
But, you know, the quiver's free, so why not?
Why not? Maybe you think I'm good, and then...
Mask of Malicious Manifestations.
Yeah. It's the same kind of thing. Put something on the bottom, reveal a card until you reveal an attack.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is good because it does something.
Yeah. It does. I like that you put your gloves below your...
Yeah, whoops. I just think Riptide's a little upside down.
Yeah. Well, when you're in water, what is up?
What is up?
I don't know, dude. What's up with you?
Oh, Ponder can put bad cards in the arsenal. That's why. So it's obviously an awesome quiver.
But if you ponder, you don't have to put something in Arsenal.
That's right.
So if it was a card you don't want in Arsenal, I guess it lets you filter. Like if you drew a card with ponder and you don't want it in your hand or your arsenal.
So it's obviously awesome, is what you're saying. It's a great piece of equipment.
You know what it is? It is a card for people who are playing bad cards.
It's for me. Yeah.
And it's for you.
Is there like a good one in the set also? Or is this literally it?
A good what?
A good quiver for Riptide.
There's a Majestic and a Legendary quiver that is Ranger. All Rangers can play.
Cool. So this is just a waste of time, basically.
Yeah.
Mystic 83, Flesh and Blood is great.
Agreed.
Don't mind.
That's true. Blue sleeve. Let you clear arsenal if someone bricks it with a codex. You haven't been introduced to the codex.
I don't know what a codex does. Should I know?
Well. So there's 3 codexes, one for each disease.
Okay.
The Codex of Frailty,
Yeah.
I think, is the best one. Let me make sure.
Is it the fancy looking one?
Or
are they all fancy?
3
all come in fancy?
can be fancy. Let me read. Okay, let's just see how you feel about this.
Okay.
0 cost. Blocks for 2. Assassin Ranger action. Each hero puts an attack action card from their graveyard face down into their arsenal.
Attack action card from
So
the
0
graveyard.
cost, go again.
Okay.
Then you get to put in, each player gets to put an attack action from their arsenal or graveyard and arsenal.
Okay.
Each hero that does, and if your arsenal is clear, you have to do it. So each hero does this.
Okay.
Each hero that does discards a card.
Okay.
Create a ponder token under your control, and a frailty token under each opponent's control.
Okay. Fine.
Go again.
Okay.
So you play. Let's say you have no cards in your hand. You have this guy in arsenal. You play it. Then you put an attack from your discard pile into your arsenal. You don't have any cards in hand, so the discard effect triggers, but you don't have anything to discard.
Right. Sure.
And then you get a ponder token,
Yeah.
and your opponent gets a frailty token.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good trade. Great
so
trade.
if you're like a ranger with the 0 cost arrow, your last thing on the turn can be play the codex, get a 0 cost arrow, put it in arsenal, play it, ponder token triggers, get a card, put it in arsenal, end of turn. So you turn a single card into a 4 damage attack and a new arsenal card.
That's okay. Yeah, that's good.
And
And then
you
you
give
can
them
put that arsenal at the bottom of your deck if you need to.
And you give them a frailty.
Yeah, and you give them frailty, which is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Or all the time. Is
It's
it good?
pretty much always good, yeah.
It's good. Okay. And Jinnabon, this is the real reason. It lets you arsenal traps safely. If they don't attack you, you can bottom them. But none of the traps have to play from arsenal stuff. I guess that one card you have to play from arsenal, you could get out from under that one.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to play it for whatever reason. Round 2, fight. And I'm going first.
You were going first.
Yeah, well, this is a good... I don't want to play any of the good cards because you'll just block them. Yeah, welcome to Flesh and Blood, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Welcome, or as they say, welcome to London.
All right, hold on. Is there anything clever or fancy I can do here? Put an arrow card. Okay, so we put it in, and then we pay 1.
Let me just give you some reference real quick on the quivers.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about new cards here. The legendary is called Quiver of Abyssal Depth. Look, you're going to love the way it looks, I think.
Guarantee it?
Ranger equipment. It's like got water and octopus stuff going on. Instant, pay 3, destroy Quiver of Abyssal Depth. Shuffle up to 3 arrows with different names from your graveyard into your deck.
Great, love it. Yeah, sure.
The other one is, and this one looks awesome, Quiver of Rustling Leaves. Ranger equipment, Quiver, instant, pay 3, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an arrow, put it face up into your arsenal and destroy Quiver of Rustling Leaves.
That's pretty good. Very good.
Them's the quivers.
Okay, I'm going to choose to not attack you at all.
Okay.
There's nothing here for me. And I'm going to roll in here and pass it over.
Spider's Bite for 1.
Oh, right.
That old beaut.
It's a beaut. Okay. So we know what we're gonna do. But do we have the strength to do it?
Like the accident that got lobbed down there. It's almost like a Mike Myers, Austin Powers situation.
Block for 2.
Okay. We'll go Sedate for 3 with Go Again. If it hits, create an inertia token.
Are you gonna pump it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna block for 3.
I pump, you pump, we pump.
It's down here. I can always bottom it again.
We will pay 1 to spike with Frailty for +3. If it hits, now you get a Frailty token and an inertia token.
Pass.
I'll pass. Take 3. There's a free inertia token.
What do these things do? I'll read them.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Frailty. Those are for you. And you took 3? Did you track your health?
Yeah. I need to do that.
And he starts at what, 19? For some reason.
He starts at 19?
Mm-hmm.
Gross. 5, 5.
Tell me this.
5.
Do you find even numbers or odd numbers more pleasant?
2. Even, for sure.
Interesting.
I'm not a psychopath. Okay.
Yeah, I totally like even numbers better. Then
-1, come on.
Yeah.
Draw a card from hand. Come on, dude. You're awful.
Then we're gonna play Maligny.
Okay. Mine? You're worst. Block it for 3.
You got it.
Yeah, we did it. Because they're all going away anyway.
Yeah. Well, at least the bottom of your deck. But yes.
All right. Here's Scout the Periphery. Look at the top card. I could put them in Arsenal, but of course I won't. That's good. I like to know that that's there. Arsenal's +3. So then Virulent is a 6, but -1 for Frailty, so it's a 5. Defend from hand, get Blood Pox. Blood Rot. Pox. Blood Pox.
All right. I will not block, but I will play a Piece of Mind and pay 1 here.
Well, that's the exact answer you need.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I get a Ponder token.
Isn't this a card from hand still?
It's not blocking.
Right.
I'm just playing as an instant.
Right. Okay, and then my statuses are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll Spider's Bite for 1.
And no cards in hand?
No cards in.
Okay, well that's lovely. Okay. No cards in hand.
Bruzzy, hope you all are enjoying the set. I am, very much so.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do have a Ponder token, so I'll get a card to Arsenal.
Yeah, but it's just that you take 1, or I can do probably 3 back with this card.
That seems easy to me.
Yeah, so I'll take 1.
Yeah. Ponder token triggers. Draw. Arsenal.
Bet you wish you had a quiver for that.
Over to you. I would take a quiver.
Ravenous Rabble. Coming in for 3. Giving Fletcher Red Tail on top there. Great card. When I play that, I can put something in Arsenal. Let's do it.
Block 3.
Okay. Let's throw a Wreck Havoc at you for 6. No defense reaction. If it hits, I can turn a card face up in your arsenal and then destroy it if it's a defense reaction. Which I hope it is, because maybe it randomly was. You got it off the Ponder, you know?
We'll block 5.
Ooh, yeah.
Take 1.
Yeah, I'd like to see that Arsenal card.
Yeah. Sure you would. Prowl, blue.
You're going to play that.
I don't know. Hard to say, really.
You probably shouldn't. I don't know.
No, I don't.
If we're talking about value, probably not.
Infectious Host, just a 0 for 4.
Okay. And what does it do? It would matter if there were...
Yeah, if I had any tokens, I would replicate them on your side.
No tokens, though. No tokens. Oh. I get it. Wow. Okay. 6, 10. Wow. Dude, this is awesome. This is very good. I've got to get this out of my arsenal, though, for real. Like, it matters. It actually matters.
The old Driftwood Quiver.
I'm not going to use it, but I will.
What up, Jerry? I'm playing Arachne currently.
I wonder if I could give your stuff +1. All right, I'm going to pass the normal phase.
That is funny to think about. Yeah, I'll pass.
And then I'm going to go here. With an inertia trap, you'll take 1 damage, right?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't trigger. Why is he so bustedly wrong? Bad. Oh, no, I love it. I'm going to play this forever. It's so bad, it's impossible. I'll take 1. Ah, man.
Where are you? Why is he so bad? Oh, I love it.
Okay. Check this feisty play out, though.
Hit me with it.
Fletcher Red Tail. Pitch a blue.
That card's the real deal.
+4. And then I'll trigger Riptide's ability here. Then we'll trigger Riptide, turn a face arrow up, put a name counter on it. And we'll pay 1 for a sedation shot coming at you for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Red cards are -1, and if it hits, you get an inertia.
We'll block 10. Not a single red card in my hand. Block 10. I mean, it's took 4 cards out of my hand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do, don't I? Cool. You passing?
I'll pass. Prove to me you can keep using 5-card hands.
I can't at all. Like, this isn't even close. I can only do one of these. In fact, I'm about to use that freaking quiver.
Oh, dog.
Let's go.
Gotta clear it out.
This is just awful, Zach.
Philodre just got here. Are these free combos versus each other? These are actually sealed pools. So we each open 6 packs. And here we are.
Why
Why are you the way that you are?
Why do we do it this way? Why are we doing this? Okay. Well.
Mr. Anderson.
Okay, using the quiver.
Uh-huh. There it is. Look at him. He's driftwooding. I love that he just puts it on bottom. Like, end of effects. A card for nothing. The truest Ranger value.
Okay. Let's go here with the bow. And then let's shoot it.
The Widowmaker.
Yeah, if it's fewer than 2 cards, it's 6. So watch out for that one.
Block 5.
You got it. It's a classic 1 for 2. We like it.
I'm gonna prowl for 1.
Yeah, you are.
Let's go again. The next stealth attack I play this combat chain gets +1.
Yeah, you are, man. I've got a lot of good cards here.
Quality problem.
Okay.
Oh, can't you see?
Just a 1 prowl. What happens? Oh.
Just my next stealth attack is +1.
Okay, well, I don't block that, right?
Yeah, you just take 1.
Well, I mean, but if you like stop now, this hand is still worthless. I might be able to pitch all of these cards into this. Okay, so let's think about what we're gonna actually do here. Okay, I might end up using that mask next turn. I'll take 1. No, because it's 1 for 2. It's 2 either direction, unless you roll Dominate next. Or unless you pump it with one of those dumb point of X, and then it gets really good. I'm gonna block it for 2.
Okay. We're gonna play.
Oh wait, it doesn't have to hit to get that.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll take 1. Take one.
Sedate for 4.
I've already taken 1.
If it hits, you get inertia.
No, I can't hit. Okay, well, 4. 4. Okay. Okay, we gotta use our cards. Use the cards. So we go 2, 3, pitch. We do that. Okay. But then we still have to flip it up. Oh no.
Yeah, and you can't load and flip on the same turn.
Well, but yeah, I've got. But if I play a card with Riptide, I can put it in. Then I gotta pay 1. So if it's a 1-cost error, it's a 2-cost play.
Yep.
But if I use the mask, it's a 3-cost play.
Yep.
I don't have the 3. I don't have 3 costs. So I've got to
Frick.
Dang, I hate blocking with these cards. These are good cards. I'll block 4.
4. Okay.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare do that, whatever you're about to do. I swear I will freak out.
I'm just gonna give it +3. So we're gonna go to 6.
What's an inertia do?
At the end of your turn, all cards in hand and arsenal go to the bottom of your deck. You're gonna take 2 unless you have a reaction.
Are you kidding me?
I'm at 7 actually. So yeah, you take 2. Oh, you're blocking 4?
Yeah.
Take 3.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah.
and then I get the inertia, and that's the one that makes all of
Yeah,
I
put it
can't
here
have an
for
arsenal.
reference. Yeah.
Are you crazy? Yeah, I don't have any. I have nothing for that.
Take 3. Get this free gift. Don't forget to take an iPad.
So stupid.
It's fun.
I can't lose. They go to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Fine. You got it. You win. Defended by a. Okay, so do I want to do 4 or? All right, let's go amnesia there. For 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I will block 2, take 2.
Block 4.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
You got it. And then this goes to the bottom.
Yeah.
Does it happen? What's the sequence? Is it pitch first, this or this, and pitch? What's it say? At the beginning of the end phase, I'm gonna put this. And then
Carl,
I'm gonna do pitch.
so it's great to see you guys playing Fab again. I just want a local draft 4-0 with Riptide.
Crazy. I could see it in draft, particularly because nobody wants it.
Ravenous Rabble, red. Revealing a red, Frailty Trap.
Okay. So don't play go again cards.
Rabble coming in for 4 with Go Again.
Okay. For 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Create a blood or okay. With Go Again. You got 1 card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
This is all you're gonna do, right?
I have a lot of 0 cost attacks in my deck.
Alright, I'm gonna block that for 3. Take 1.
Yep. Where's the best?
Okay. Okay, let's go bow. And then infecting shot coming at you for 5.
Alright. Block 3, go to reactions.
Yeah.
Frailty Trap to block 6.
It doesn't have go again. Genius.
It's fine.
Genius.
Big brain play.
Okay, good. Good so far.
Time for my big value turn.
Okay.
Let's go looking for scraps. Cost me 1. I'm going to banish a card from Arsenal with a base of 1. And it's going to attack for +1 with Go Again. So we are coming in for 4 with Go Again.
That's it? What did you banish? Do you get to play that?
No, that's just banished. That's just how I get it Go Again and +1.
Okay, well, I'll block 3 of that.
Look at all this value.
Block 3.
Alright, I'll pass. You take 1.
Take 1.
Destructive Deliberation. Coming in for 5. If it hits, I create a Ponder token.
Can't hit.
Can't stop, won't stop.
What is additional cost? Okay. Can't hit. Can't hit. Can't hit.
The old Riptide 2-card hand.
I'm greedy here.
This is exactly what you use your armor for.
I'm gonna block 5 there, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the play.
It's still mainly good to use these as armor,
Yeah.
in your experience.
in like 9 out of 10 cases.
Okay. Alright. Let's go cut down to size red.
Oh, we're gonna block with at least 1. Block 5, take 1.
You got it. Am I a fatigue deck?
I think one of Riptide's primary things he does is fatigue, like weirdly.
But he's supposed to be the one who gets fatigued.
Yes, but like his 6 damage arrows take 2 cards to block.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trading 1 for 2 every time he shoots.
That's classic Ranger math.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll go Feisty Locals for 3.
Ah! I got the perfect moment for this. Block 3. Is that an action card? It's a reaction, right? Oh, that's an action card.
Action card.
I gotta have a reaction. Oh man, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 1 in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big question. Huh. I take 2 or I don't. Interesting, man. Okay.
Man.
Okay. I guess I gave myself a shot. Yeah. And this doesn't have go again.
Nope.
Right, okay. You haven't used your daggers at all. You're a horrible assassin.
I'm a nice guy. I don't like killing people.
3, I'll give it +2.
Okay.
And then do you have any reactions?
Pass.
I'm gonna react with a blood rot trap that I wish did something.
Doesn't?
No, reactions only.
Bummer. Alright, you don't take 2 or something.
Give myself a shot though.
You did give yourself a shot.
Don't you see?
Don't you see?
It's got the periphery. Top card of target hero's deck. Should I look at mine or yours? Yours. I want to see yours.
Getting thin over here.
Okay, got it. Next is +2 from Arsenal. I'll trigger Riptide.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play a Virulent Touch for 6.
Woo! Dog.
So I'm talking about dog. Give me those cards.
If I take 6, what happens?
What's cool about the locals is there's those traps that say if the attack's higher, and you can make that work. So that's kind of a way to make things that are overly hard doable. If there's one thing I'm here for, Zach,
It's that.
we're supposed to be playing faster. I think these games are taking like an hour and a half each.
I'll take 6.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Just uh-oh.
So we know you've got the yellow stealth frailty card, right? Or blood rot card?
I don't.
Or did you not draw that yet? I don't think you've drawn that yet.
Let's go dagger for 1.
Shut it.
Yeah, we got the lock on now.
You have 3 cards in the hand? It's because I reminded you to use the daggers.
No. Okay. It's all because of me.
I don't know. Can I even use these cards?
Blocking is one way.
I don't want to fatigue myself either because I can't go the distance here.
Yeah, you only got a couple hands left.
Right, Ranger. All right. Oops.
Whoops.
And you got how many cards here?
You don't even know about that.
You can just dagger me and block and win the game.
I have access to 11 cards currently.
2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 14. You can totally just block and dagger me. You're awful. Awful, man. It's awful.
I mean, you're ahead right now on the card count.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You and I both know it doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, now I'm really protective of my cards. Pass. Take 1.
Okay. Dagger for 1.
With the yellow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
1 floating. I'll block that one for 1.
Okay. We will play a red come to fight. And then we'll swing with the Freewheeling Renegades for 9. If you block, it's a 7. Or block with an action card.
Okay. This is a good question. All right, I'll block 6 here.
6, take 1.
Yep. Technically take 2. Oh god, where was I? Because this is -1, right?
No, you blocked here.
But that one hit.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's the next one.
Yeah.
Oh no, where was I? I think it was
You were
9.
at 7. You
Was
were
that 7?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Thank you.
if you blocked with a 2, I would still kill you.
Okay, 7.
You
Take
should
1.
take 1. Yeah.
So I go to 6. Okay. Would it be so hard if you take 1 every time he plays a trap?
Well, I think in constructed that could be a problem
Yeah, you're right.
because he could play 38 traps and just kill you.
Okay, this is kind of interesting as to what the best play is here. I'm just going to seek for 4 here.
Mm-hmm. Block 3, take 1.
Okay.
Gonna red plunge. If it hits, the next dagger attack I swing with this turn gets +1.
One card in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I gotta. Where's the stack of everything I don't know? Thank you.
Of everything I don't know. Inertia's or frailties here. That's really important.
Hey man, you're not supposed to know that. At the beginning of your end phase, destroy frailty? What the heck?
I mean, if you hit me with a frailty now, my daggers are -1 this turn. Before I use them.
Why wouldn't you swing with the daggers first? Oh, because the next dagger
Mhm.
gains +1. Right. Okay, we'll do that. Pass.
I'll
Reactions?
pass. Mhm.
All right. Frailty trap. Take 1. It has go again, so create a frailty under your control.
Mm-hmm. It's very good, actually.
Would the frailty immediately come in if you trap a dagger? Does it
Yeah,
say
yeah,
when
it would.
they attack, or
Yeah, it
like
would.
is it forever?
It's just straight up have
You have
-1.
11 still? No, you would never put that on a 6.
What should that be?
It's lower. It's lower than 11.
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Give me the look.
Stream team.
I
Hold
can-
on.
I
The
can
stream team
find
will get
out.
us. The
I can
stream team
find
will
out
get
what
us.
it is. I'll go look at our stream right now and rewind it. Steven finally sees Outsiders. Okay.
He should be at 7, but before I take the damage, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and then I'm here.
I think it was 8.
Oh, it's not like I can't even. It's not even here.
Loose leaf has this.
Should be at 7. So 7.
Well, before I take the damage, I'm going to pay 1
Okay,
and prevent it because I have the 1 floating now.
got it. Was 8. 8 take 1 damage from trap trigger to 7, but
Well,
then
I'm
you'd
I'm
prevent
taking
the
it.
thing.
I'll play Infect for 2. If it hits, you get a blood rot.
Right, can't hit.
Big Boss Book Club in the house. What up? We gotta start just reacting to anyone joining the stream in that manner. Ash Fire Crest, and it was 8. Oh man, it is unbelievable. We did this 5 days a week for 5+ hours.
How much too? When it is hit, it doesn't hit. It doesn't
When
hit.
it's a hit, it's a gross piece of art too.
It doesn't hit. But okay, so I've got to think biggest damage. Okay, I got it. Got it. Okay, so we gotta go here, and then we play this. Okay, so one of these is gonna block, and one of these is gonna go back in my deck. This blocks.
Okay. Don't like what's happening.
Huh. It's really a question. Feisty locals for 1. I don't even know why to do that. It's not like we're gonna get to damage, are we?
I will not block.
Okay, I'm gonna give it go again.
Yep.
We did it. And then I'll pitch for Springwood for 5.
Mm-hmm. I mean, damage matters to a point.
To a point. It's kind of nice doing a Spider's Bite into Springwood. It's got like gross creatures of the earth themed deck.
I'm gonna block. That's right. 3.
That's right.
That's right. Clearly, that's right. I'm with you, man. I'm with
What
you.
you're saying is right. Yeah.
I'm with you.
I'm about to get fatigued.
Nah, dog. But maybe.
You just swing the daggers and block.
Yeah. Well, we are gonna swing the dagger.
Yes. Dang it.
I'm gonna get fatigued.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fatigued straight up. There's not even a question in my mind. I can't play any cards to get aim counters. So stupid.
It's close. It's close. It's close.
If you say so, man. Inertia is the dagger win or the lose your cards win?
Lose your cards win. So picture inertia like you're pushing someone past the arsenal phase.
Okay.
Let's say what's on the art.
Got it.
It's not at all what's on the art. It's just like people dying.
Yeah, this is nothing. It tells me nothing. Okay, so you're swinging with the daggers.
Yes, yes.
Right. And I can't really afford to block that. But then if you YOLO a big attack, I can't afford to block that either because the daggers. So I get it.
Yeah.
But you might not have any big attacks left.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got 2 cards and you got a blue there, Ravenous. This would be the only big attack you've got. All right, I'm gonna pass. Take 1.
All right. Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and cut down to size for 5.
There it is. Okay, got it.
If you don't block, you discard a card.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna block there.
There it is. Got it.
All right. If I block for 2, just looking at this,
Mm-hmm.
I take how much? 3?
3. Mm-hmm.
And then I go to Dagger City.
It's Dagger Town. But I only have 4 cards left at that point, so I can only block so much.
Yeah, that's right. All right, I'm gonna go down to Dagger Town. Acceptable.
Okay. Dice hand. I'll answer that after this game.
Oh wow, that's really a bit of a bummer. Okay. We'll do the YOLO. Boom to boom. Sedation shot.
Inertia token.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming for 4.
Mm-hmm. Oof. You don't have to block it at all.
I know, but if you have some sort of weird pump, I die.
I don't even think they're in the card pool.
Yeah, especially the 0-cost arrow pump. Yeah. I'm just looking at what I want to do with my hand.
Oh. Now this is the Ranger I'm used to. I like this. This is comfortable. Somehow I went through 37 cards and still have only done 15 damage. Perfect. That's definitely what we're here for. Does Riptide just have to run every card in the game?
Maybe.
What is the point?
Yeah, let's take 4. Every card in the game. Check out this spicy number. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play a blue Ravenous Rabble for 3 with Go Again. There's nothing to reveal, so it just happens.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, in-game Rabbles are the jam. The reds are 5 at the end. Just 5 go again.
All right, so I'll block that for 3.
Okay. Dagger for 1.
Cool, man. Are you gonna do that again?
Mayhaps. What's it to you, dog? If you had a trap that could trigger, you could think about killing me.
None of them trigger.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Not a single one of them, man.
You gotta have the traps and then you gotta trigger
It's
them.
like, hey, let's put a condition on here. If they played 17 reactions this turn, have 5 resources in their pool, and if they have 16 cards in the sideboard that you've never seen before, you might get 1 damage.
Yeah.
You might get 1 damage.
You might get 1, dog. You might get 1.
They've saved the traps.
Yeah.
Finally.
Well, at least you can play it from hand.
At least it's a
if you had to
0
play it
for
from
3.
Arsenal.
At
Oh my
least
God.
it's a 0 for 3. Huzzah.
So how do you really feel about it?
You're gonna do that stupid dagger again.
Yeah, I'm gonna pitch that god.
It's all blues. What do you mean pitch that
No,
guy?
you'll see the hand. So I'll pay 2.
For the 1 there?
Oh yeah, just one kind of.
And you got 1 floating.
Mhm.
I hope it's not a red spring snaky thing.
It would be a good moment to have that card.
It'd be so good. It would be infuriating. So either block this now, or so if I've got a 2 block attack, I can block the spider's bite and then waste 1, or I can make it a 1 and block 1 over here. Either way, I'm getting 1 less block out of the card. So is there an advantage to going here or waiting?
If it's a 3 block, it's better to block the next
It's
thing.
not a 3 block.
So if it's a 2 block, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So let's just throw it down.
Yeah. Besides the fact that you give me information, like if I'm just messing with you,
Yeah, you've got information. Enjoy it.
like you would rather just take 1 and have that card in your hand.
That's right.
So you're assuming I can play this.
All right.
That's probably the better play. Actually.
I'll take 1.
Yeah. Red Springload.
Oh, come on, dude.
Just breaks his back.
So stupid.
Oh yes, yes.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Because this is the play.
Woo! Yeah, if I don't kill you there, then I have to block with both cards. But then the funny thing
Take
is,
2.
if
Because it creates a blood rot.
yeah. So then, actually, what I have to do is
Lose.
no, I just die because
You
I can,
lose,
Well,
yeah.
I can pay. I can block and pay to save a card, but then I don't have a card, so then I lose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Springload was it, I guess, it's the moment. Man, Riptide, what are you doing? Oh, gosh. That was as good as it maybe gets for Riptide. For sealed.
It is tough. Riptide is tough. Even in draft, I think Riptide is tough. You have to have a very particular line. I also
Pumps and
think
touches, I guess?
in...
Do I do one more pool, man? Do we do that?
I don't have any pools. I was told to bring a box.
You don't have any cards left.
I brought 1 box. In draft, you can imagine
What is he supposed to do?
that Ranger is the class in this set where if too many people are going Ranger, it's a problem because they have to have the arrows.
Yeah.
So, but what happens is a lot of times no one's going Ranger, in which case he can have a 40+ card deck. That's all the good cards. So in draft, he's at least possible. But even still, so many times it's like, wouldn't you rather just be on Azalea?
What is his advantage?
His advantage is loading cards into Arsenal without having to pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can get aim counters pretty easily off of the bow.
But doesn't she have that quiver that gives you aim counters as well?
How does it read? It's here.
Everything's everywhere. Whenever an arrow is put face up in your arsenal from your deck, pay 1, put a name counter on
Yeah,
it.
so she has to arrow from top of deck to get an aim counter.
Use your ability.
He like the cards that pump stuff only from Arsenal, and then the cards that can only be played from Arsenal
Yeah.
are good with him. So like you can put a Death Touch. You didn't see Death Touch at all. into Arsenal by when you play the pump in hand that pumps the next thing from Arsenal for +3. So
yes. But he's back to needing the magical balance of pumps and attacks.
like, yeah, 100%.
They love that, don't they?
Mhm.
They just won't stop. They'll give Guardian the most consistent thing in the world, and then it's
Well, lucky for you, there's not a Guardian. in this
have a
set.
delicate balance of pumps and attacks that is, by the nature of randomness, going to hose you at least once a game.
But
Yeah.
that's where like Azalea is very consistent even in this format.
Mm-hmm. She has not. Did she get any more tutors or anything like that?
No, not in the set, I don't think.
Okay.
But there's the Spire sniping that when it's played face up into Arsenal, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Or when it's revealed as face up, I think. She just got in Constructed, she got a lot of stuff. Beyond the Quivers, the Codex of Frailty is really crazy.
Mhm.
Like it's a 0 cost to put an arrow from your discard pile into your arsenal.
Yeah.
Of your
So
choice.
Red in the Ledger goes wild.
And then get a Ponder token. And so it's like you have another. That's basically a tutor, right? So you have 3 knock plus 3 all the arrows that you like. Plus then once you played one of them, you can basically tutor with Frailty from.
And it can Memorial
Discard
Ground
pile.
if you wanted to. Past that.
And it's tutor without wasting a copy of that card.
Yeah.
It's
Which is
crazy.
good.
It's crazy.
Then you even got what's the thing? You shuffle stuff back in? That quiver? No, she probably plays. Does she play the aim counter quiver probably?
I think she plays.
Because then you can play Deadeye and all the bonkers cards.
So there's the other quiver, the Wrestling Leaves, where you can pay 3 to reveal the top card of your deck and it's an arrow, put it face up. So that bails you out of some really bad situations. Where if you know what's on top of your deck, you can just pay 3, like you can load basically for after you use your ability once.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's a final decision on which quiver is the best. What quiver was she running in Chicago?
Yeah, I could make some use of Falcon Wing Cobra. It's just damage. It's not enough.
The main thing, since you were playing Azalea, she has a ton of tools since then, that even from previous sets, like
Yeah,
the Seek and Destroys of the world, and
just
various
better arrows too.
Yeah, and like the Blood Rod arrow and the Inertia arrow, general hit effects that mess with your opponent, super good. Even the quivers, like the quiver that gets 3 arrows back, is just good in the anti-fatigue.
Yeah, totally. Totes good.
Or if you, as an example, if you used all your Red in the Ledgers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can put arrows back in your deck.
Just put one. You can put different names, right? So you put one back. You put a red, a remorseless, and whatever it is.
Different,
Yeah.
just that arrow density.
Yeah.
Reality.
All right. Cool. Well, Riptide's a fun puzzle.
Actually, a quiver of Abyssal Depths is kind of interesting in game too. If you're out of deck, in that sort of scenario,
Mhm.
like the arrows you put in, you know you're gonna hit one of those arrows. So once you're in that state with Azalea, it's like
And then you can dominate
get 3
it.
back, definitely get a dominate arrow.
Mhm.
Know you're gonna draw into 2 more arrows as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If we get to that point, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she also got the more pumps in the set, right? That are relevant. Like you had the Fletch.
Yeah, one
The-
+4 and then -1. That's where has that been?
Yeah, -1 on all the reds. There's the blue version too, which is +2 and -1 for all their blues they block with.
Oh, it changes both variables. We haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Is it both variables? Do you know that for sure?
Yeah.
That's very rare that they do that. Cool.
Yeah, so Fletch with a blue tail. Blue is next arrow this turn is +2. If it has name counter, it gains blue cards get -1 while defending this.
Cool. And it's got to have an aim counter. Cool.
Yeah, but-
yeah.
Even the red, just 1 for 4,
Yeah.
is fine.
The pitch a blue, play Fletch, arrow aim in is really good. I just want to play that Sand Scour Great Bow in Constructed.
What was the ability on that?
It's pay 1, load 1 face up. It gets an aim counter. It's the one that's beautiful. It's so good looking.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a million ways to get aim counters though now, so it's maybe a lot less cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah,
And it's beautiful, so.
it's beautiful, and they have the bird like the Marvel version.
Mhm.
Ugh, come on, come on.
I think I have that actually. I think I opened it. Never did anything with it.
What's up, Ian? Just jumping in. How does Steven like the set? Is he stoked that Ranger GC is now playable? Well, Lexi was always playable, so nothing has changed there. obviously, I'm drawn immediately to Riptide. I'm also drawn to Riptide because it's just this kind of weird watery theme, which is quite cool. It's a little gross for me, but it's not as gross as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean,
is,
like Blood Rat Fox is the grossest looking thing. In
is his adult version really gross looking?
well, surely we have a copy of him. Hold on, let's see.
What's up, Thomas Lindner? Today's my birthday. Any chance I can get a shout out from you guys? It'd be awesome. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Happy birthday, Thomas.
My wife's birthday is tomorrow. So you're in good company. I'm gonna have to figure out what to cook for dinner. I think I'm gonna grill.
You have a grill?
I do. Tiny grill.
We had to get rid of ours. It was faulty.
It was faulty? Oh, right. The
Remember
one that
how
blew
we
you up?
burnt my face off?
That's hilarious, though. I mean, that's...
we don't have an adult Riptide token here. That's interesting.
I feel like Toxic Tips could have been used better. Nah, armor's good. All right, well...
What do you think?
Outsiders, man.
Also, how was it going in
It's
blind?
less fancy than I thought, which is good. It's a lot to take in up front because all those different tokens do all those different things, and when you're reading the card, you have no idea
What's a
what
blood
it
rot?
is. And so Frailty is no cards, Blood Rot is damage, Amnesia, is that the
Inertia?
other one? Inertia is no cards, Blood Rot is damage, Frailty is weak attacks.
Yep.
Which that makes sense. Frailty makes sense. Inertia is them losing momentum.
Yeah.
And Blood Rot is obviously just, damage.
Mhm.
And then Ponder is draw.
Yep.
And is there another one?
And they'll effectively pop at the end of turn.
Yeah.
Which
Which
is
is
nice.
cool. No, man, I think I'm consistently delighted at how not insane the sets are.
Yeah.
Like how the game stays as close to its fundies as, any game in its, what is this, 9th set, 8th set, 5th set, 16th set?
Let's see. Welcome to Wraith Arcane Rising Crucible. Our Monarch, Arya, Everfest. Uprising, Dynasty, Outsiders, 9.
On most games on their 9th set have broken
Right?
every rule.
Did I miss one?
I feel like we may have. This has got to be the 10th, right? This is the start of something.
I think that was it. Because last year was Everfest, Uprising, Dynasty. That's right.
Yeah.
This got to be 10.
We don't have as far as I can tell, I don't know, I didn't see the legendaries and stuff. But there's not here's an alternate win condition, the cards that say start the game with 6 cards in play that all do these different things. We're introducing 6 new equipment slots. They're not doing all that flashy stuff that games do to they think that it gets players super jacked.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new hyper mega Vomon version of Charmander, and it breaks the rules and everything's different now. It's just the same game.
Yeah.
But the decisions are always different. But it's still just the numbers.
I think that
It's just harder to understand the value of things.
we've said for a while hit effects are where the magic's at, right? So this set is based around these 3 or 4 different effects that have a hit effect, and it's really hard to value what those hit effects are worth. Blood Rot's worth 2 damage, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but what's a Ponder token worth?
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's worth a lot, giving them a card in their arsenal.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's a bad card and they don't even want to arsenal it.
And what's the chance of giving them a good card worth? What are you willing to risk on
Yeah,
it?
and then there are moments where you give them a Ponder token, they already had a card in arsenal, so it's
Mhm.
what is this even? This is not worth anything.
Yeah.
And then on a limited front, it's the way the classes work is so cool because you rarely get 2 specific classes in a set together. So we've never had the Assassin, Ninja, Ranger set. So the
Mhm.
way those 3 work together in a draft seal environment is different than even if you go to Tales of Aria, Ranger, Guardian, Runeblade. And then even then, if you change the talent pool in that set, it would
Mhm.
change the way that functions. So the combination, and then you look at Constructed, where you're effectively helping 3 classes that needed some help,
Yeah, definitely.
and they all get better, and jury's out. I think Azalea, at the level she's at and the consistency she's at, either is just right or is a massive problem, and I don't know yet.
Is it just a lot of you can't do things?
So that's kind of the problem, is she can easily get into Ranger, specifically Azalea, plays like a miniature Bravo to me.
It was so close to being very bad.
Yeah, she has hit effects. She has Dominate. but historically they balance the power of those hit effects with the inconsistency.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got the combination.
It's a genius plan.
Yeah, the combination of Notch on top of just hitting it natural, on top of Codex,
Mm-hmm.
and
Memorial Ground. Don't
And
sleep on
Memorial,
Memorial
yeah,
Ground.
for
I don't know
sure.
if people are running it, but
yeah, but it's that same. Imagine. I mean, that's why Codex is so crazy. It's like a Memorial Ground that's instant,
mm-hmm.
that loads and gives you an arsenal next turn, basically.
You might even see. Are people getting into Warmongers again, where it hits you go to the bottom of the deck with it?
I don't know. I
'Cause
mean, we've
you-
had one tournament.
It was close. Like there were decks even in the old meta game that if you got it going, you could cycle Red in the Ledger.
Yeah.
6-7 times in a row.
I think the thing about it is like the consistency and speed with which they're able to now, as an example, pump, dominate arrow with relevant hit effects.
Yeah, that was the key.
Yeah, because you now have arrows with generic hit effects, given them inertia or blood rot or whatever. You also have the powerhouse arrows,
Mm-hmm.
but then you also have the pumps that have the hit effects. So like Seek and Destroy is a perfect example.
It's much better now.
Yeah, and so you just have these stacks. She's more consistently doing what she's trying to do and threatening hit effects. And so sometimes you play against her and it feels like you dominated. I blocked for 3. I took the damage. I took the hit effect. I, sent 8 back or whatever I could with the one action. And then you dominate 11, 12. I take 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
And like there are games where it's almost like it's a degree under where Starvo was for me.
Yeah.
Like when Starvo was just hitting, and it was like, oh, Crippling Crush would go again at 13 and dominate. In that case, you're taking a little more damage, and also there's actually nothing you can do because he gets rid of 2 random cards. So sometimes you're looking at a hand after that they actually can't do anything.
Been there.
It's like, oh, you just swing for 4.
Yeah.
And his worst case scenario usually was like, swinging for 6 to 10 damage. Azalea's worst case scenario is like, I just don't have an arrow. That can still happen.
Same thing. Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Even all arrows is not awesome
Yeah.
still.
And her other downside is that once she starts blocking, it gets a lot worse.
Oh man.
Like, if you force the block, it can be bad.
Yeah,
So
she's like Lexi.
basic example of that, and it's true with Lexi, is like if you're on Guardian and you CNC with 1 float and a tunic counter sitting there, it's like, oh god, and then they
Yeah.
pummel you, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, now you lose your arsenal card and an arrow card, and a 3-card hand is way worse for her.
Yeah.
And a lot of his effects don't matter against Guardian. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, Red in the Ledger, it's cool.
It's the same
I'll-
old thing.
I'll
Guardian
toss those
just
6 for 10.
anchoring that meta.
Yeah, and then they also, I think Guardian is the answer, and they're just underrepresented right now. They have Staunch Response.
Mhm.
So it's like Rampart plus a Staunch for 7, I block 8. If you dominate for 11, it's like I block with a 3, and then I block from Arsena with the D react, and you didn't do anything.
Yeah. Do you think it's kind of interesting, does Azalea getting more consistent make Go Again even worse? It was already between Icelander and Lexi and even Oldhim to some degree, and all of the Guardians that were running the really aggro Spinal Crushes and stuff. Go Again was harder than it had been in the past before this set came out.
Yeah. So
So is it all tall now?
the issue, or the tantalizing part of that, into Azalea, right? Specifically Azalea, let's just stick there for a second, is on the turns where she doesn't play Red in the Ledger.
Or really Remorseless, because that's kind of an anti-Go Again card.
Yeah, but specifically Red in the Ledger.
Yeah.
There are, as an example, 5-card Runeblade hands that are doing way more than Azalea is doing off of her hands.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, yeah, you did an inertia token, but I'm going to use my whole hand and do 18, and you're not going to block. So you're going to take 18.
Yeah.
And so I think, that, I'm not sure yet. I don't have definitive data, but I think even the aggro decks can still play into Azalea. There are just some games where you don't get to play.
Yeah.
And what percentage that is, I don't know. But then the other part of that is having lines in your deck that can play off of a single action. Really important. You
Mhm.
can't just like Cheerios Briar it, right?
Mhm.
Like I think that is not nearly as good. But to go down the chain a little bit, Belittle got banned, so Fi got worse and is just worse. It was already worse into like Ice. But Ninja has a lot of Go Again. And so Katsu is actually really good. He consistently puts out a ton of damage against normal decks.
Yeah.
but he has the Azalea problem and the Lexi problem, which is like they penalize you for those strategies.
Yeah, tremendous.
And if you can't threaten relevant hit effects that they have to block, they'll just steamroll you. So, Lexi plays, gives you a couple frostbites or Channel Lake Frigid, and all of a sudden, Katsu just falls apart.
Mm-hmm. What a fascinating little tango's going on here.
The really wide decks are how you get around Guardian.
Right.
Like Ninja historically with Art of War and Big Hands and even Briar and like Viscerai and the aggro decks. Like, so it's a weird balance.
It's the triangle.
Yeah. If Guardians get popular to counter Azalea, the counter to Guardian is the thing that's bad into Azalea in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And so where those levers are. And then you just have like mid-range classic stuff floating around.
Yeah, I mean, where's got Shunt? That's a decent react here. And then Bolton's got Soul Shield,
I mean, I think they potentially have game. I'm picturing Dory. I know Dory was on the verge before.
Mm-hmm.
Dory's main frustration is ice.
Yeah.
Because once you make her spend an extra resource, is bad.
But if you're reading the ledgering me and I can just Dawn Blade out and get +9 from reactions, that's fine.
And they're not going to block you, right?
And then my counters can start ticking.
And they really don't want to block you. So even just a simple, the +3 Gogan if it hits for 6.
Yeah.
They don't want to block with 2 cards.
Right.
Like at all.
Right. And then even in Red in the Ledger, Red in the Ledger is so good because it's not even attack actions can't have go again. It's like no card has go again.
Yeah.
So a lot of Dories play a go again thing and then swing with Dawnblade is off, but the swing with Dawnblade and out for blood twice is on.
Yeah. And so is the D-React from Arsenal, D-React from hand, cover up all the damage.
Yes.
And all the armor. Like it's.
And especially, Shunt gets better with Peace of Mind coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got a blue that's going to be able to do a lot and then get you the Ponder token. There's some interesting things here now.
Yeah. So like the crazy thing, and this was true even before the set came out, like top 8s at the most recent calling were I think 7 different heroes. And at the Chicago event this past Saturday, it was 7 different heroes. There were 2 Azalea. They did both make the finals. And there was like 1 Briar, 1 Oldhim, 1 Icelander, 1 Uzuri, 2 Azalea, and then
Uzuri's there's gonna be some weird Uzuri
there was maybe
decks.
a Dromai. What was the top 8? Dromai was close. There was a lot of Dromais at the event actually. Dromai is also a interesting problem for Ranger. Basically Azalea, right? Because like she never wants to waste an arrow on a dragon.
Never.
And she doesn't have. It's really awkward to run a lot of poppers in Azalea.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can just be on the plan of like sink belows and sand covers and stuff, and then just like play a dragon.
Yeah.
And like block out, swing a dragon,
block out,
and, like,
swing. Yeah.
And
if she ever giving you go again, then it's swing.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
And then it's really bad.
This is just awesome.
Yeah. So
it's just awesome.
I don't know. I wouldn't go out on a limb and say like the meta is perfect right now, but it does feel like there's a wide variety of heroes that are playable, that is unsolved, and that there's different. You're not just kind of pigeonholed into 1 or 2 decks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot to solve. The fact that Uzuri was top, people were very. I mean, that was awesome. Sam Dando.
I think we may well see, total speculation, but the instant / reactive level defensive cards, the stock is going up here.
Sure.
Like even like reinforce the line, like those old hits.
Yeah, people were talking about that recently. Yeah, just like as a.
It's like, hey, 2 cards for 7, but the 4 is at instant speed, and like in a deck that's running a ton of attack actions for aggro reasons, you have a really good 0 for 4 answer.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Yeah, I think there's a big space open for decks that can play single action hands and that are willing to put in like the chunky D-reacts. Like Unmovable from Arsenal as an example. Block with a card, pitch for the unmovable, have a 2 card, like send back a CNC or something.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with like Peace of Mind. If you have something to do with the other resource, it's particularly good.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I'm pretty excited about this, hey?
Yeah. So next week, I think we're planning to do a face-up draft.
Yeah, it's a little
outsiders.
drafty.
Yeah, that's a draft for this set has been exceptional to me.
Man, yeah, just looking at it, it was hard for me to immediately appreciate. Like, obviously the 2-for-6s, the 2-6-3, like the amnesia level stuff, that seemed like pretty good picks. But then you've got these siloed cards, you've got these double silo cards, and it's like how open and where and
There were multiple drafts this weekend where I got done with the first pack. Going into the second pack, I could still have played any hero.
that's exactly what you want.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you
and
want.
even in late, usually, I could still switch to the other hero in the class that you pick.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like, it is weird because you have there are power cards for sure in each class, but a lot of times you don't see them early, and so even if you have a bunch of assassin ninja cards, like sometimes mid to late pack 2, I'm picking, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because last time it was like if you don't pick by pick 4, you probably are going to lose the draft.
Yeah.
Like you need to understand, and they also changed like the pack distribution. Some packs have 1 rare, some have 3. There's also 3 to 4 generic cards in every pack. So there's usually 3 to 4 generics, and then like we'll see next week. 2 to 4 multi-class. So there's a lot of cards, and it just depends, right? Like if you see a red 2-for-6, people might take it early, but if you don't, a lot of times the generics float around, and it's like they're still very pickable, playable cards for most of the pack.
Cool.
And
That's when draft feels really good.
Yeah, and I do think reading your seat is more important in this set. Like, because you can switch late. Like, you can get to the middle of the late pack 1, as an example, on the weekend. There's one point I got past 4 cards, and it was 4 Ranger cards. And I drafted mostly generics. And so you have a really interesting moment where you're just like, I mean, it seems like Ranger is wide open.
Yeah.
But if someone else read that same signal to this, like if this person had 5 Ranger cards.
Well, you're also about to pass 3 Ranger cards.
Yeah.
So the person next to you is like, oh, well, okay, Ranger time.
Which
Weird. So it can kind of clump up like that, yeah. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, as always. We are appreciative of everybody being around. Being in the Discord, if you missed it earlier, we are doing an experiment with Dusk Till Dawn to be able to send sealed cases through our subscription service. You can find that on our website, teamcovenant.com. We have every ops did some great work, figured some things out. And we'll be intending to send all sealed cases with Dusk Till Dawn. If that works out as we expect it will, then we can make that guarantee moving forward. So jump on that subscription. You also get an exclusive promo with every subscription shipment. So every box in your subscription equals 1 promo. This last one was Peace of Mind for Outsiders. It was a beautiful card. Beautiful card. And hopefully, I think it's going to be a very playable card too, given what I've seen already today in Limited.
And if you sign up for a subscription for Dusk Till Dawn, you get to be a part of the Great Experiment.
That's right.
So
Isn't
do
that fun?
We would love to have you and love to test out our case delivery.
That's right, and we'll be editing out these games and adding pops and assets to those, and then putting them up as their own separate thing. That's the intent, at least. So if you want to catch those whenever they go up, that would be a very cool thing to do too. If you want to see the cards and follow along. We'll see you there. I'm going to try to trigger an enter. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I press the keys. Otherwise, I'm going to get up and do it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Wonderful evening.